What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another Southern modding video, and in today's video we are going to be building the most insane off-roading truck that we could take and successfully take through the swamp. And if you guys are excited for this insane video, trust me, I had a lot of fun. Make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It means the world to me, and I think we should begin with the video. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be playing Southern modding once again because we have a brand new car that was added and I haven't done a video on it until today. Let me actually open this garage because it's gonna be in here. Can you guys guess what it is? 3, 2, 1. Yep, if you said off-road mudding truck, then you are correct. Look at this thing. We have a new mud monster into this game. Look at this beauty. I really didn't get to test it to its fullest potential until in today's video. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's get into it. So the first things first is that we gotta go and pick up a trailer so we can get that thing connected and take it to the mechanic shop and get it fully customized and ready to go off-roading. So let's see, I think I'm gonna take my GMC right here. Let me actually just move my Corvette, or actually, what is this? My Camaro. I think this is my Camaro out of the way, and I'm gonna park it right in front of here. Oh, hold on, that's really bad. That's embarrassing. And by the way, look at my brand new off-roading tornado chaser truck. Look at this thing is insane. Anyways, let me hop into the truck right here. Let's get this thing turned on and let's make our way to the trailer store because we're gonna get a huge trailer, or at least a trailer long enough so we can grab that monster truck and take it to the mechanic shop, because I want to fix it up, add some turbos, superchargers, and change the color on that thing because I am not a fan of the black. I think it's too dark. But anyways, here we are at the trailer store. So let me get this thing connected to my pickup just like so. We are now connected, and let's start making our way back to our farmhouse because we also don't have too much time. We only have about 3 hours of daylight time, so we have to be really fast. But anyways, here's my farmhouse. I'm gonna start pulling in, and then I'm gonna turn around so we can get this monster truck loaded up on the trailer. So I think that is gonna be good right there. Let me hop out and let's throw down the ramps just like so, and then let's hop into this thing right here. Oh my goodness, what a freaking beast. Let's hope and pray that this thing fits on the trailer. Oh my goodness, I cannot see. Wait a minute, it fits. No way, dude, it fits on here. Yo, that is crazy. I did not think it was gonna fit. All right, let's put up the ramps and let's start making our way to the mechanic shop so we can get this quickly customized, and then we're gonna be able to take it to the swamp because that is actually gonna be the place that we're gonna test this truck out. But here we are back in the city. As you guys can see, the mechanic shop is on the right side, so I think I'm gonna turn this thing around, back up, and drop this monster truck into the garage. Actually, you know what, let me just park on the side. Oh wait, I just remembered there's a back road. Oh, this is easy. All right, perfect. So I'm gonna park it right here, and then let's put up the ramps just like so, and let's open the garage. Nice. So let's get into this beast and let's load her into the shop so we can start fixing her, or at least upgrading. Yeah, that's what I mean, upgrading her. So for the color, let's do, oh yeah, that actually looks good. Yeah, I'm gonna do a white suspension. Ooh, we can make this taller. Oh yeah, now we're talking. And the engine, we're just gonna max it out, 25% extra power, 2 superchargers and 2 turbochargers, and I think that is gonna be it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna add any more attachments, and oh, you know what, that looks good. All right, I think that is gonna be it. Let me actually turn this thing on, and oh my goodness, yo, this thing is a brand new machine. Yo, this thing is so fast. I'm barely stepping on the gas and this thing is jumping. But let me get this thing loaded up on the back of this trailer just like so, and let's pull up the ramp and let's close this right here. There we go, we closed that, and now we can make our way to the swamp and test out this monster truck. So let me hop in, and then we're gonna make a right turn on this road right here. And honestly, it's not gonna be too much of a far drive. It's probably gonna be like a 2-minute drive if I step on it, which I am gonna do because like I said, we don't have too much time in this video. We have like, what is it? Oh my goodness, we have about 2 hours left. I cannot believe 1 hour just went by so freaking fast, you guys. But we have an intersection right here, so let's make a left turn. And if you guys didn't know, this intersection right here is going to take us to the swamp that they added. It might have been the beginning of last month. So if you guys haven't seen it, then here it is. There's even alligators inside of this swamp. But let me pull over. Let me see, where should I pull over? I think I'm gonna pull over right around here. I think this should be good right here. So let's put it in park and let's get this bad boy unloaded from here. So let's throw down the ramps and let me jump jump into this thing. Oh my goodness, this is so huge. All right, we are now off the trailer, and I think we should start. You know what? Let's start on this side, and then we'll be able to travel across the swamp and then make our way back to the trailer. So here goes nothing. In 3, 2, and 1, let's go. Oh my goodness, this is so terrifying. Oh, where are the alligators? Oh, there's an alligator right there. Oh my goodness. Yo, this thing is a beast. This thing is not having any trouble. And let's go through here. All right, we saw one alligator so far. It had its mouth open. Oh my goodness, there's another alligator. Holy moly. No, 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 no. There's an alligator. This is so scary. Let's go on the road. Hold on, hold on. Yo, that is crazy. All right, let's go back. I kind of got scared because I saw the alligators. I didn't want it to attack me. So let's go through the back, and then we're gonna go by the house and then towards the other road. So okay, this thing is kind of struggling. It is super deep. Dude, this swamp is so deep. But let's go through here just like so. And dude, this is such a rough ride. I am not having fun. Look at this. Actually, I am having fun. I kind of lied. But here we are. I see the road right here, and oh my goodness, you guys, we actually did it. That was actually pretty difficult, so I'm not gonna lie. And look at my tires. Oh, I had my brake on. Never mind. But what an insane joyride, you guys. Alrighty, everyone. I also brought the truck right here. I forgot to test it out on this mudding track as well. So let's give it a nice spin and let's see how this thing performs. So let me hop in and let's start on the right side, and then we're gonna make our way all around this entire track. So let's see how fast we can do it. So it looks like we have, oh my goodness, look at this. Yo, that is crazy. We're catching a lot of air. Oh my goodness. Oh no, my truck is getting dirty. Oh no. Just ignore that, by the way. Let me turn off ABS just to see if there's a difference. And let's go through here, and then we're gonna make our way back, and then we should be finished with this track. And oh my goodness, I missed the logs. I'm sorry. There you go. I went over the logs kind of. Oh my goodness, we just hit the barriers. We're pretty much done. Wait a minute. I think I forgot to do this. Yes, I forgot to do this jump. Hold on. I think we do it from the other side. Hold on. Let's go on the other side and let's do this huge jump right here because that looks insane. So let's turn around right here. Just like so. And then let's go jump on these hills and let's see how crazy we can go in the air. So oh, that's not too bad. And oh my goodness, holy moly, we almost went forward. Oh my goodness, that could have been so bad. But if you guys take a look right here, there's a huge ramp which we're gonna be doing right now. So if I can get to the top of this, I'm struggling a lot, you guys. Oh no, we're sliding back. I think my tires are too muddy. I need to catch a lot of speed. Alrighty, let's do this one more time. I'm gonna go really fast. Come on, come on. All right, nice. We made it. That's what we needed. Third time is a charm. But now it's time to go and test the ramp. Oh no, this is scary. This is so scary. Oh no, what the heck? Oh, we landed. Perfect. Yeah, I'm a professional driver, you guys. Oh my goodness, never mind. But look at this. We have a mud pit right here. I kind of want to take it through this mud pit as well. So let's give it a little run and let's see how dirty we get. So in 3, 2, and 1, let's go. Oh my goodness. Yo, we just caught some air. No way. That is crazy. Let me turn off ABS. Dude, I'm getting muddy. I think I'm getting muddy. All right, let's make a turn right here. Yo, that was pretty cinematic. I'm not gonna lie. We're almost done, and oh, there's a branch. We just destroyed that branch. I need to get back on the road. Look at my truck. It is so freaking muddy, and oh my goodness, look at this. We are so muddy. This is so disgusting. Where's the road? I need to make an emergency exit. Look at this. Look how muddy my truck is. Yo, this is pretty disgusting. I think we might have to take this to the car wash. All right, I think we are pretty much done with having all this fun. I think we have about 30 minutes to make our way back home. So let me get this thing loaded back on the trailer. Alrighty, everyone, I got the monster truck loaded up on the trailer. Somehow it's on there because look at how close it is to the edges. But I'm gonna start making my way to the car wash and I'll meet you guys over there. Alrighty, everyone, we are here at the car wash, and I don't know if my monster truck is gonna fit in the car wash, but it doesn't hurt to try. So let's quickly pull down the ramps. Let's get in the monster truck and let's quickly give it a wash. Let's see if this fits. And oh my goodness, you guys, it barely fits. Look at this, it barely freaking fits. But let's turn on, where's the pressure washer? All right, let me grab the pressure washer and let's start cleaning this thing on. All right, it's starting to look better. Let me also turn on the one on the ceiling. So let's do that. Dude, oh my goodness, it looks like brand new. Yo, this looks so so nice. Let's go. All right, I think we are done. Let me put this back. All right, there we go. And let me hop into this thing and let's take a look at how this thing looks. And oh my goodness, yo, this thing looks brand spanking new. But let me get back in my truck. I just loaded up the monster truck and we're gonna start making our way back home. But honestly, you guys, I had so much fun today because not only did we take this brand new machine to the mechanic shop and upgraded it, we got the monster truck with a brand new paint job and we were able to test it out to its limit at the swamp and at the mud track, or what is it called? I think it's a mud track, right? Anyways, we took it to the mudding spot and took it off-roading. But we are now back home. I'm gonna get my trailer parked right at the edge of my driveway, right around here. Let me just put down the ramps, and honestly, I'm just gonna unload it later. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys onto the next one. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Southern modding video. And oh my goodness, I almost just ended up hitting my Corvette, and today we have a special camping video because we're gonna go and head over to the swamp that they added, I think it was last month, and we're gonna be camping with the alligator. So this is gonna be super scary, but we're gonna go and try to camp the night for 24 hours without dying. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. So we're gonna be taking the brand new Escalade that they added in today's update. Look at this. Oh my goodness, this Escalade is insane, you guys, because if we open this up, look how spacious this thing is. There's even a third row that I can't see right now unless I go in free cam, which I guess I'll do right now. Let's go in free cam and look at that. There is a third seat, second seat right here, and then a first seat where the passenger and the driver get to drive. But not only that, if we take a look at the back, this has a lot of cargo space, which it's going to be coming super dandy handy today because we're gonna be carrying a lot of camping supplies. So enough of the yap, let's begin with the trip. So we're gonna begin by getting it in our little tornado truck, and we're gonna park it right back here so we can pull out the Escalade. Let me just turn off the engine, and now we can go inside the Escalade and get this thing running, because if you guys didn't know, I ended up boosting it. I added a turbocharger and a supercharger, which means this thing should now be able to take off like a rocket. But before we do leave, let me close up my gate because I don't want anyone to be going inside my property. So we're gonna push that and close that up, and then we're gonna open this up. We're gonna get inside. Let me turn this thing on. Let me close up my door, and we're gonna make our way towards the tool store so we can grab all of the things that we need to make this a successful camping trip. And I've also been thinking about grabbing an ATV. Should I grab an ATV? I think we should grab an ATV just because I feel like it's gonna be much more of a fun trip if we bring that. So we're gonna pull in. Let me make a left turn. I'm gonna turn on these blinkers, and then I'm gonna back up into this parking spot right here, just like so. Turn that thing off, and boom, we can now run into the tool store and grab our camping stuff. So let's walk in. Let's see, where should we go? Let's start from this side. We're gonna begin by grabbing a nice tent, and then we're gonna grab some wood for the campfire. Look at this, we got the wood for the campfire. We're gonna grab a sleeping bag. We cannot forget about the sleeping bag, so we can put in our beautiful green and luscious tent. And then we're gonna grab a cooler so we can put in our sodas, which we're gonna go inside the, what is it called? In the gas station. And oh, look at that, there seems to be a camping chair, a nice lawn chair that we are gonna take as well. And oh my goodness, how did I forget to grab a marshmallow? We cannot forget about the marshmallows because I'm gonna be hungry this afternoon and I'm gonna need something to eat, which we could probably take a grill. Who knows? We could take a grill and cook some chicken. Who knows? But when we eat, we need somewhere to sit down, which I think I'm gonna grab a picnic table, a generator, so we can turn on everything we need. And I think that is gonna be it for this side of the tool store. Let me just make sure. Oh, wait. We are not done because there seems to be an American flag that we are going to take so we can claim the land and the fireworks, which should be the last thing on the list. So we're going to make our way towards the check-in area. We're going to check out all of our items. All right. All of our items has been checked out and we can now get out of here. Oh, wait. I forgot the ATV. Let's see. Where is the ATV? Is the ATV around here? I remember they were selling a really nice ATV. Let me walk over here. I feel like it's gonna, it is right here. Look at this thing. This thing is a beast. It's kind of like a quad ATV. It is super cool, you guys, because 4 people can fit in there. So let me hop in. Oh, this thing sounds so nice, you guys. And I just realized I forgot to bring a trailer. Oh my goodness, you guys, I am so clumsy. All right, so let's put it in park. We're gonna leave it right there with the hazard lights completely on, and we're gonna quickly run to the trailer store and grab a trailer so we can put that ATV onto it and we could take take it towards the swamp area. But I'm so happy because the trailer store is literally down the road, and we are gonna connect this one right here. I think the ATV should be able to fit right here. If it does not fit, then we are gonna come back and grab that one right there. So let's quickly see if the ATV is gonna be able to fit on this trailer right here. So let's go down the road, and I'm gonna quickly park right here in the middle of the parking lot so we can see if the ATV is gonna be able to fit on top of the trailer. So I'm gonna throw down the ramps pretty hard. I didn't mean to do it that hard. And then we're gonna get into that ATV, and we're gonna try to put it on top of the trailer. Oh my goodness, I don't think it's gonna fit. Look at this, it is not fitting. Oh my god. That's fine, we can just go and grab the other one. All right, I'm gonna leave that ATV right there, throw up the ramp, and I'm gonna get back into my Escalade so we can return this trailer, because sadly the ATV was not able to fit on the back of this trailer, which, you know, definitely sucks. All right, I'm gonna turn around and slowly back up. Let's see if we can get this thing connected on the first try, which it looks like we have, and hopefully the ATV should be now able to be loaded in the back of this trailer right here, which I'm really hoping that it does, because I kind of don't really want to order another one because it's gonna come out of my pocket, and I have already spent a lot of money spending money at the tool store for the camping trip. I'm gonna quickly park up the Escalade right here. Let me walk out, and let's quickly get into, oh wait, we gotta open this first. There we go, open that, and we can now get inside the ATV. Let me hop in, and let's see if we can now be able to fit inside of the trailer, please. Oh no, what the hell? It doesn't fit, you guys. I guess we have no other option but to order a new one. Alrighty everyone, I got the Escalade connected with this trailer right here. Now technically it should work, because if it doesn't, then I'm just gonna give up, you guys. So let's go back for the third time, which is going to be the charm. Third time is a charm, and get it connected towards the ATV. And by the way, we are not doing too good on time right now, because if we take a look at the sun, oh my goodness, it's already midday, so we gotta step up the pace. Let's throw down the ramps, and let's finally get this thing loaded on top of the trailer, which it should now be able to work. So hold on, I think I need to lower the ramps, so I lowered it a little bit more, so it technically should now work. Throw it in park, engine is off, and let's keep the hazard lights on. They look pretty sick. Now technically this should work, so we're gonna get into the Escalade. There we go. Let me turn on this bad boy, and we are gonna make our way towards the swamp because we are running out of time. So I'm probably gonna step on this thing because we're also gonna test the turbo on this thing. Let's see if this thing can actually take off like a rocket. And oh my goodness, this thing is actually fast. Yo, this thing is crazy, you guys. Holy moly. All right, let me slow down because the ATV is sliding around in the back. Dude, it was drifting. Yo, that was crazy. Alrighty everyone, we are at an intersection, which means we are gonna be turning towards the right side because we are about like a minute away from the swamp. It's actually gonna be right down here passing this road, and we're gonna be able to start putting down the camp. I don't know where I'm gonna be able to park the Escalade because I kind of don't want to get this thing dirty. And wait, I can actually go and park it right there at the back of the swamp house. You know what, that's actually a good idea. Let me do that. I'm gonna make a right turn on this road right here. I'm gonna turn on those blinkers, and we're gonna make a nice turn. Kind of, it was pretty sloppy, I'm not gonna lie. So I think this is I think we might actually have to go off-roading a little bit. All right, that's fine. I don't think we're gonna get too dirty, even though I don't want to get the Escalade dirty. So let's go through all of this terrain and obstacles, which it seems to be not too bad for the Escalade. I feel like it's gonna get stuck, which I'm praying it doesn't, and it looks like it is not actually. All right, nice. So we did not get stuck, you guys. We managed to do it, and we're gonna park up the Escalade right here in the grass. We're gonna turn on those emergency lights, and then we're gonna park up right here. So let's turn off the engine, put this thing in park, and boom, that was a success, you guys. So I'm gonna throw down the wait, I think I can just like take this thing off. Oh, that was easy. All right, so we're gonna go wait, hold on, we gotta grab some of the stuff from the trunk of the Escalade. So let me open this up. We're gonna grab some of those things. There you go. Close that up, and I'm also gonna turn off the hazard lights. There we go. Quickly had to turn that off, and now we should be able to go and find our camping spots at the swamp. So let's quickly pull into the swamp. And where should I set up camp? Actually, I don't know where to set up camp. Is this a good spot? It's kind of too small though. Hold on. What about here? I'm not sure, you guys. What should I do? Wait a minute. I think I found the perfect spot, you guys. I think this is gonna be the perfect spot where we are gonna be camping for the night. Let me put this thing in park, turn off the engine, and let's quickly start setting up camp because the sun is about to go down, so we are not doing too well on time. But But we're gonna begin by putting down the tent right here in the corner. I'm a little bit insane, guys, because I believe there's alligators somewhere around here. We're gonna go and check the area out after we finish putting all of our things. So let's quickly finish up by putting up the campfire. We're gonna turn that thing on. Oh, look at this, dude. This is so comfy. And then let's throw in the sleeping bag inside of our tent. So let me place this right here. We're gonna put our picnic table somewhere around here. I'm not sure where to place this. Let me find a good spot. Oh, I think this is a nice spot right here. Yeah, not bad. It's not too shabby, you guys. And on top of the picnic table, we're gonna throw a nice cooler so we can put in our sodas and drinks. And oh my goodness, I forgot to go to the gas station. Oh my dude, I'm so clumsy. Alrighty, that's fine though, because we're still gonna put down the barbecue grill right around here, and then the generator is gonna go right next to it so we can turn this thing on. Oh, hold on, that was the wrong button. There we go. This thing should now be on. Now we're almost finished. We just gotta put the lawn chairs, the American flag, the fireworks, and cook up our marshmallows. So let's put the campfire chairs probably right here. I think this is a really nice spot. Let me just turn them around so they can be facing the campfire. There you go. Boom, just like so. Put the fireworks. I actually don't know. Wait, can I put the fireworks on top of the picnic table? Oh, dude, I can. I can put the fireworks on top of the picnic table. And lastly, we have the American flag because we have claimed this area. So let's put our American flag somewhere around here. Look at that. What a beauty. And we cannot forget about our marshmallows, which we're gonna cook up right now. So let's cook up our marshmallows. I'm gonna make sure I don't burn them because last time I kind of burnt it because you guys know I'm a little bit clumsy, but oh my goodness, dude, I almost burnt my marshmallow by like 2 seconds. All right, let's give it a taste. Wow, it's all right. I've definitely tasted better marshmallows. But anyways, before the sun does go down, I kind of want to go around in my ATV and have some fun. So I'm gonna go back on the main road, which is gonna be right here, do an epic drift. Hold on, let me turn off those hazard lights, and we're gonna begin the little track on this side of the swamp and then make our way all the way around and ending where the campsite is. So I think we should begin in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Let's see if this thing can handle the swamp. Oh my goodness, it's so bumpy, you guys, but it seems to be handling way better than the Escalade. We have a little hill right here. Let's go through here, and oh my goodness, there's an alligator. Holy moly guacamole. I cannot believe we just missed that alligator. That was scary. Let's go through these like little islands. Not sure what you guys call it. So let's go through here. We're almost done. We gotta go through 2 more islands. 1 and then 2 and what? Oh, we have 1 more. Hold on. Let's go through the last island. And 3. Oh my goodness, there's another alligator. Let's go. Oh my goodness, I'm so scared. Dude, look at that. It looks so scary, you guys. I'm gonna try to park my ATV somewhere around here. So let's put it in a park, turn off the engine, and that was quite the success, you guys. We managed to go through the entire swamp without failing. So I think the only thing we can do right now is wait till the sun finishes going down so we can launch our fireworks. I'll catch you guys when the sun is about to go down. Alrighty, everyone, the sun is about to go down. Look at that. The sun is right behind that tree right there. So the sun is officially going away. So let's get close to our picnic table because we're about to launch these fireworks and witness the most beautiful thing ever. Yo, look at that. The stars have finally come out and the moon. Wait, where's the moon? I don't. Oh, there's the moon. The moon is right there, which means we can now launch these fireworks. So in 3, 2, and 1, let's see these things go. And oh my goodness, that one's like a lime green. That's a nice color as well. Oh, that kind of looks like an eye. Oh yes, yellow. That's a really nice color. Is that it? Oh man, I think those fireworks were pretty cool. But now is the time to get some rest for tomorrow because it is going to be a really long day. So I'm gonna hop into my sleeping bag right here and I'll catch you guys in the morning. Oh, dude, what time is it? Oh, dude, I am so sore. I'm never sleeping on the ground again. It's the morning and I need to turn this thing off. Look at the sunrise. Isn't that a beautiful sunrise, you guys? And honestly, we managed to survive 24 hours without being eaten by alligators in this video. But if you guys did enjoy this camping video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it does mean a lot to me. And I'll catch you guys on the next. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another southern mudding video. And today we're gonna be taking this monster truck. It's gonna be like a, what is this? An off-roading slash mudding truck. This thing is a complete beast. Look at the suspension on this thing. Yo, this is no joke. Oh my goodness, look how intricate this thing is. I've actually never really paid attention to this thing. But anyways, we're gonna be taking this mudding truck to the brand new mudding pit they added in today's update. Well, I think the update came yesterday, but anyways, anyways, we're gonna be taking, let's take the 6x6 because we're gonna go and grab a trailer so we can take that big boy right there. It's bigger, dude, it is way bigger than my 6x6. So we're gonna make our way into the city and get this trailer so we can bring it back and connect it and get it loaded on top of that. So we are now in the city. Let's see, where is the trailer? I think the trailer is gonna be right down here. Ooh, there's a couple of trailers. Let's see, which trailer are we gonna be taking today? So I don't know which trailer to take today. Yeah, this one is way too long. We're not gonna be taking this one at all, but I think we are going to be taking this one right here. So let me get back into 6x6, my favorite Ford Raptor. So let me get this thing turned on. Let me turn around and let's back up so we can get it connected to my hitch. I think that's what it's called, hitch, or is it called a ditch? I think it's called a hitch. But let's get out of here. Let's start making our way back home so we can take the mudding truck to our first location, which is going to be located right down there. And then we're gonna make our way to the second spot, which is going to be the new mudding spot. So make sure you guys stick along, and if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's continue with going back to our house. So this is going to be our house right here. So let me pull into the driveway just like so, and let me actually turn around. Yeah, let me turn around right here because we're gonna load up the truck. So let me hop out, let me pull down the ramps just like so, and let's get into this huge machine. All right, we're in this thing, and I don't know if this is actually going to fit on here. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a tight fit. All right, let me get a little bit closer, and awesome, perfect. So time to throw up the ramps just like that, and look at that, we have our monster mudding truck on top of this trailer, and we can now make our way to the first location. So let me turn on this bad boy, and look at the train we got going on. This is a lot, kind of heavy, and I'm gonna try to turn right here without hitting my super expensive truck, and I think that is going to be good. Awesome, we can now start making our way over there. I'm super excited, you guys. I also ended up going to the brand new swamp in my latest video on my main channel, so make sure if you guys do want to check that one out, then you're gonna have to go and head over to my main channel. But here we are. This is going to be the first spot that we're gonna be testing out the mudding truck. I'm super excited. Let me just pull over right around here and let's get the thing unloaded. But we gotta begin by unloading the ramps, and let me hop in here so we can start testing this bad boy. Look at this, this thing is so tall. All right, where should we begin? I think we should begin on this side right here. Yeah, let's begin on this side. I think I'm gonna turn off ABS because I do not want this thing to be having that kind of restriction. But let me get this thing started and let's make our way around the track. We're gonna try to go around the track, and oh, okay, not bad, not bad. Look at this, look at this. Oh, let me try to drift. And okay, so where did I go from here? I think I go this side. All right, let's continue going on this side, and then we'll make our way back over here. And big jump, look. Oh my goodness, yo, that jump was massive. Yo, that's freaking crazy. All right, let's continue going, and we got one more jump. One, and oh yes, we're doing it. And drift. Oh, whoops. Sorry, I kind of ended up hitting the sidewall with my tires, but let's make our way back because we're gonna go through the middle. Come on. Oops, I keep hitting the obstacles. That's fine, that's fine. This thing is indestructible. All right, let's go through this part and then up this hill. I do not know if it's gonna make it. Let's, oh, come on. Yes, no way, it actually went over that hill right there. All right, let's do this part and we should be pretty much done. And look at that, a 10 out of 10. Yo, this thing is a complete machine. So let's go back, drift right there, and oh my goodness, look how muddy my truck is. Oh, this is not good. We're gonna have to take this to the car wash, but after we finish with our second check. So let's back this thing up and let's get it loaded back on the trailer because we still have one more track to go, which is gonna be the brand new one. So I'm gonna carefully load this up. Oh, yep, I knew it. I was parked way too much on the left side. So let me readjust myself. Gotta make sure this is good now. All right, and I think that might be good. If this thing slips, that's not gonna be no bueno. So let's get out of here. All right, let's start making our way to this second truck, and now this second truck is going to be located near the swamp, the brand new swamp. So it's part of the expansion that dropped yesterday. So let's start making our way over there. But so far, I am very impressed with this truck. Let me know what you guys think about this mudding truck. Are you guys not impressed? This thing does not only handle the mud like a complete beast, but it can go uphill like a complete breeze. So I'm very impressed so far with this truck. But we have an intersection right around here. So let me put on my blinkers and let's make a left turn onto this road. Awesome. Not bad, not too shabby. But let me quickly check my phone just to make sure we are going the right way, because if we're not, then yeah, that's not gonna be good. Oh my goodness, it is literally right here. So this is gonna be the brand new mudding pit. Dude, it's actually bigger than the other one. I think so. It definitely does look bigger than the other one. But I see the entrance for this mudding pit right on the side. So we're gonna make a right turn just like so, and let me turn on my emergency lights because we're gonna park right on the side of the road just around here. I think this is gonna be a nice parking spot. I don't want to obstruct the road too much, but let me turn off my engine and let's get this thing unloaded so we can test it onto this track right here. Oh my goodness, this looks crazy. So let me hop in and let me get this thing onto the track. So let's go. We're just gonna rip it from the beginning. So let's go. Oh, whoa. Look at this, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And I think we're gonna go around right here. Skirt. Oh, yo, dude, I am so muddy right now. Oh my goodness. Yo, actually, first person is crazy. Look at this. First person looks insane. It looks actually pretty fun if I were to do this in real life. Not that you should. All right, let me carefully back up and let's go through here. Actually, I see a log right there. I kind of want to go on top of it. Can I do that? All right, I have an idea. Let's go back to this like little island. Oh, dude, this thing is so deep. Look how deep this thing is. Oh my goodness, it's so deep, you guys. All right, let's go on top of this little island and I'm gonna try to go on to that log right there. Let's test it out. Let's see how good this thing is. And oh, come on. Oh no, is that a fail? Let me try this again. All right, we're gonna get a little bit more speed and look at that, we went over the log. Well, halfway actually. I mean, technically we did go over it, but let's get out of here. Oh my goodness, look at my truck. Look how muddy this thing is, dude. Hopefully my engine is not dirty right now. If my engine is dirty, then that means that this truck can break down. But let's give it one more run and then we're gonna make our way to the car wash so we can clean this truck. Wee. Okay, this is fun. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the most fun I've had since yesterday. But let's go through this. Come on, big jump. Oh yeah, dude, this thing can go over rocks like if they were like little pebbles. Yo, that's insane. All right, let me get this thing back loaded up on the trailer because I think it's starting to become night. Let me turn that bad boy off and let's throw up the ramps. All right, let me carefully back up so we can make a gigantic U-turn just like so, and we should be out of here. We're gonna make our way to the car wash, so I'll meet you guys over there. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back in the city. We're gonna go into the car wash because this thing is super dirty. So let me park right around here. Let me turn on my emergency lights again and wait. Okay, for a second I thought I did not put up my ramps, but I did. Thankfully I did. I am not forgetful. That's nice to know. All right, so let's pull into one of these car washers thingies, and oh my goodness, I cannot believe my truck barely fits. Dude, my truck barely fits. Look at this, it's so big. All right, so let me grab the pressure washer. Let's do that, and let's start washing this thing. I'm gonna wash the tires. There we go. And I think we're almost finished cleaning this truck. Look at this, it's starting to look like brand new. Let me just clean the undercarriage just like so. We gotta make sure our suspension does not rust, and we are gonna be done. Look at this. Hold on, I cannot see right now. Let me quickly pull this thing out so we can get a good look. And look at this, it is like brand spanking new. That means we can load up our truck back onto the trailer just like so, turn it off and pull up the ramps so we can go back home. So let's pull into the driveway, and honestly I don't think I'm gonna unload everything. I'm just gonna disconnect my trailer because I'm feeling a little bit lazy today. So let me get a little bit close to the end of the concrete, disconnect it, and let me get back in my truck because I'm gonna get it parked right next to my, wait, what is this? Camaro. Yeah, it's like a Camaro Z01. Super nice sports car. I love it. It's a good old American V8 power into this thing. But anyways, what time is it? Oh my goodness, the sun is starting to go down. All right, so that means I gotta say my goodbyes, you guys. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and I will catch you guys on to the next one. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another 8 p.m. video, and today we are going to be testing out the brand new suspension, and we're going to be building some of the most insane mudding trucks in American Plains Mudding. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. So we have our GMC right here. Look at this thing. This thing is so small. I think I'm going to add a suspension kit onto this thing. So we're going to make our way towards the mechanic shop, and we're also going to be able to pick up some brand new trucks at the mechanic shop and customize them and turn them into off-roading mudding machines. So let's make our way over there, and of course we're also going to put them to the test. Our goal is to make sure they pass the test, and we do this before the sun sets, so we don't have too much time on our hands. So let me turn on my blinker and let's make a left turn onto the main road, and then we're gonna slow down onto this road and we're gonna make a right turn. So let's do that right now, and the mechanic shop should be down the road. We are now back in town. Let's go. And as you guys can see, here are all the trucks that we are going to be transforming into off-roading mudding machines. But let's quickly take a look at the trucks that we are going to be working today. So first one is going to be this Raptor R4. Such a beautiful off-roading vehicle, but it doesn't have a suspension kit, so it's really low to the ground. Next up, we have this kind of old square body truck. It's really nice. I love the color. It's got this nice dark cherry color going on. Even the interior, look at the color of that. Oh my goodness, it is so beautiful. And lastly, we have one of the brand new revamps of the Ram trucks that was, I think, added at the beginning of April. I could be wrong, but we're going to be turning this thing into an off-roading machine. So I think we should begin with our truck. And now we're not going to turn this into an off-roading machine because it's a work truck, but we are going to be raising the suspension because it is very short, and I'm typically used to driving much higher. But let's go and quickly go to the settings. Let's go to suspension and let's raise this a little bit. Now let's raise the front just like so. Oh, look at that. It's starting to look good already. And then I think that is gonna be good. Actually, you know what? Let me increase the spring force from the back as well, and that should be good right there. All right, so we raised it a little bit and now it's looking a little bit much taller. Maybe it's a little bit too tall, but I think it's gonna work for now. So let's park this thing right here and let's get started with the Ford Raptor. I think the Ford Raptor is gonna get a really nice suspension kit because right now it is pretty short. So let's pull into the garage and let's start working on this thing. All right, let me go to the suspension, and then for the front we're gonna raise it just like so, and then the back we're gonna raise it kind of like the same amount. Actually, you know what, let me raise this a little bit more, and then let me fix the minimum length just a tad bit. And lastly, let's add some camber to the tires because I don't like when it's all crooked like that. I like it when it's kind of like this. Yes, I think that looks pretty nice. Let me add a rear spring, and then I'm gonna fix the front. All right, so I think I got everything fixed up on the Raptor R. So let's get this thing turned on and let's get it parked right next to this truck. Actually, you know what, we can actually take it mudding. So let's go and test this thing out. Let's see how this thing performs. And good thing that there is a mudding pit right down here. This mudding pit is gigantic, you guys. Look at this. Oh my goodness. So hopefully the Raptor R does not have any issues with the brand new suspension that we just installed, but it looks very clean, you guys. All right, so let me hop in and let me get it turned on. Let's go and start this test. We're gonna go all the way around, and if it passes, then it's gonna be a W. But let's begin on this side of the mudding pit, and oh my goodness, whoa. All right, not bad, not too shabby. It doesn't have too much problem. It's going pretty well actually. But we're gonna turn around on that corner, and then we're gonna loop around and finish this little mudding pit. So let's go around here. So far so good. It doesn't seem to get stuck or have any issues, which it looks like it's gonna be a huge W. And look at that, we managed to go throughout the entire mudding pit without getting stuck. But let's quickly run this through the car wash because it is super dirty, and I think it deserves it because it managed to pass the mudding pit. But look at that, that was super easy, you guys. Let's head back to the mechanic shop and let's continue with the second vehicle. Now the second vehicle seems to be, I think this might be another Ford. So let's get this thing parked up right there and let me jump into this old rust bucket. I'm kidding, you guys, this thing is a beauty. But let me carefully back into the garage so we can add a suspension kit onto this beauty. So let me get this thing parked, turn off the engine, and let's throw on a brand new suspension. But let me quickly check the engine and make sure this thing is supercharged. All right, everything looks good. So let me go towards the suspension and let's begin customizing this thing. So we're gonna add a little bit of suspension towards the front just like so, and then we're gonna go to minimum length and then increase this all the way, and then we're pretty much gonna do the same thing for the rear right here. So let me increase the height a little bit and then max this out. Awesome, look at that, it's looking very good. Now let me just fix up the camber because it's kind of a little bit too inwards and I don't like that. So let me just do it a little bit outwards just like so, and I think that is gonna be rock solid. So let me quickly turn this on. I'm gonna change the drivetrain to 4-wheel drive, and let's go and take this to the mudding pit. Dude, I think this is gonna perform pretty well. I don't think it's gonna fail, but if it does, then I am gonna be very sad, you guys. So let's go through the mudding pit. We're gonna start on the right side like we did with the Raptor R, and all right, it looks like, oh my goodness, it didn't even get dirty, you guys. All right, let's see if it gets dirty on this section of the mudding pit. But let me go in. Oh my goodness, yo, that is crazy, you guys. I am speechless. I don't know what to say. This thing does not want to get muddy. This thing is indestructible. Am I speaking too soon? Actually, I'm very curious if it's gonna go through the entire mudding mudding pit without getting dirty, you guys. But so far it seems to be performing very well, and it looks like it looks like it got muddy. I mean, it's still past the challenge. Very good, but I tried to not get this truck muddy at all, but I'm still very impressed, you guys. I did not think it was gonna do that well. But let's run it through the car wash, get it cleaned up like brand new, and let's start making our way towards the mechanic shop. Alrighty everyone, we are here at the mechanic shop, so let's get this thing parked up right next to the Raptor R. Now both of these vehicles passed the test and have been performing very well. I'm actually a little bit more impressed with this truck than the Raptor R, because that thing was covered in mud. I'm not sure if you guys remember, that thing was covered in mud. Even my bed had like an inch of mud. But we have one last vehicle, which is going to be the Ram. I forgot the model of this. This might be a 1500, correct me if I'm wrong, but we're gonna go and customize this thing into a mudding monster. So hopefully we can build something good. But let me carefully back this thing up. Oh, hold on, let me try not to hit the electrical box, because if I hit the electrical box, it's gonna be a disaster. But let's get this thing parked right here and let's start customizing. So I think the first thing I'm gonna do is make this truck a little bit more dark grayish, kind of like this. I think I love that color. And then we're gonna add some reflectance. Next up is the engine. So you guys know we're gonna add a lot of power, 25%, and one supercharger. Before we do the suspension, I want to see if we can do any of the attachments, and I don't know if I'm gonna add any attachments actually. I mean, we can add a light bar, we could add a winch just in case this thing gets stuck, and let me remove this hitch that is in the bed. Oh, and of course we cannot forget the mud flaps. We got actually, you know what, it's not gonna look good because we're gonna raise this super tall. Alrighty, that is going to be it for the attachments. Now we can work on the suspension. Oh, and by the way, remind me you guys to tint out my windows because it is very clear, you guys. Now for the height, we're gonna increase this just a tad bit, and then we're gonna do the same with the rear. I don't like to add too much suspension on my trucks, and then we're gonna go to minimum length and max that out, and then we're gonna do the same thing with the rear and max that out. And before we do finish up, we're gonna add some camber. We're gonna make the tires a little bit outward, just like so. And like I said, remind me you guys, I have to add tint. I cannot live without tint. So let's add some tint. We're gonna make this a little bit darker, add some transparency, and that is gonna be it for this Ram right here. Look at this. Oh my goodness, we just built an off-road machine, I hope, and this thing does not get stuck. But before we do head out and take this to the test for our last truck, let me actually quickly close the garage right here. So let me quickly close that just like so. And wait, what time is it? Oh my goodness, it's already 3 p.m. All right, so let me hop in the Ram and let's get this thing tested out here at the mudding pit. I'm really nervous, you guys. I wonder how muddy this thing is gonna get. Hopefully not too much. And let's begin on the right side. Alrighty, look at that. Our wheels are now in. Dude, we are like an inch away from hitting the mud, and oh, our bed seems to get dirty now. Oh my goodness, our bed is now dirty. Don't worry, we're gonna have to go to the car wash, but let's go around this turn and let's make our way back. And oh my goodness, it looks like the main body seems to be dirty now. We just need the bumper and the tailgate to get dirty. Let's finish up this mudding pit track and let's see if that is gonna be it for the mud on this truck. And it looks like that is gonna be it. Oh, did I get stuck? Oh no, you guys, I think I'm stuck. Am I actually stuck? Wait, hold on, let me step on this thing. And oh my goodness, you guys, that was a really close call. Oh my goodness, my heart sank to the bottom, and I seriously thought I was gonna get stuck. I mean, I don't think it would have been too much of a problem because we do have a winch and I think we can connect it to one of the trees. Hold on, let me actually test this out. Let me put this in park, let me hop out, and then we grab the winch, and then I think we could just go towards a tree, attach it, and oh, I don't think that worked. Yeah, that does not work. Oh, I thought that was gonna work. Never mind. So it would have been bad if we did get stuck. But anyways, let's make our way back to the mechanic shop, which is literally down the road, and let's get it parked right next to the GMC Denali and the Ford Square body. So let me carefully do this without hitting the trunks, and I think that is gonna be a phenomenal job. But would you take a look at that? We built this insane Raptor. We threw up an amazing suspension. Same thing with this one. This one looks really clean. Look at the wheels. Oh my goodness. And lastly, we ended up by customizing this beautiful Ram into another mudding monster. And of course, we cannot forget about the GMC Denali. We added some suspension on this thing and it looks so much better. But anyways, that is gonna be it for the video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it means so much to me. And I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Everyone, welcome back to another video. Right now, I was was putting this ATV back into this garage. Hold on, let me just quickly open this. And we have a call. I just recently got this call of an SUV that lost control and ended up crashing on the bridge. So we're gonna go and save this guy. Actually, you know what? He might have gone to the hospital. But first, before we start making our way over there, let me just finish off by putting this ATV in the garage. Let me just put it in park and turn it off. Just like so. Look at this ATV. We just picked up this brand new machine. This thing is a beauty. It's really good when you go off-roading and stuff like that. It's gonna come in handy, but let me close that. But as you guys can see, we are at the sheriff's office because I needed some money. But anyways, I have my SUV parked all the way down here. Let me just quickly grab my gun. I think I have a rifle in the back. Hold on, let me see. Where is my rifle? I think my rifle should be right here. So let me quickly grab it. All right, just in case, we never know what could happen. So my rifle is now being carried on my vest, as you guys can see right now. But we have about 3 hours to go and pick up this SUV. It is already 10 p.m. We don't have too much daylight because you guys know the time in this game goes very, very fast. But since this is also an emergency, let me turn on my light bars and let's start making our way. Oh my goodness, I'm already losing control. That is embarrassing. Oh, I know why. It's because my drivetrain is in 2-wheel. Let me quickly change it to a 4-wheel, just like so. And let's make a right turn and let's continue making our way to the accident. Now, the accident should be at the bridge, and I think there's a bridge right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see. There's a bridge right there. So let me step on the gas. So hopefully this accident isn't too bad, because I mean, if it's really bad, then we're gonna have to call some backup, and we don't really have that much people working at the sheriff's office today. But anyways, this is the bridge, and oh my goodness, look at this. Yo, this is crazy. The suspension is completely destroyed. Hold on, let me turn off my sirens and let's quickly check out this SUV. And oh my goodness, you guys, look at this. The complete suspension has been destroyed and the whole front bumper is completely bent. Oh my goodness, this is really bad. We might have to go get a tow truck so we can get this thing out of this kind of bridge. But first, we need to close off the road, because if cars come, then there's a chance they could hit the SUV. So let's quickly run over to the plain tool store and grab some cones so we can quickly close off the road and prevent any people from crashing into the back of that SUV, because we do not want any more accidents. So let me quickly step on this thing. We are flying through the city. Oh my goodness. But officially, we are now back in town. As you guys can see, I can see the plain tool store right here. Let's quickly pull in, and I'm probably gonna park right here. So let's quickly run into the store and grab some cones. I'm surprised I didn't have any cones in the back of my SUV, but that's fine. Let's quickly buy some of these. There we go. We got some cones right here ready to be placed, and once we are done with closing the road, we're gonna make our way towards the mechanic shop so we can pick up a gigantic tow truck so we can pull this super long SUV. I also do want to apologize, you guys, for my terrible driving. I keep driving all over the place like this because I am so clumsy. Anyways, we are now back at the bridge, so I'm gonna quickly pull around this SUV. Let me just park this thing right here, and let's quickly place the cones so people can be careful. I'm gonna place one right here, and we're kind of gonna make a little like diagonal line like so, and then I think I might place some cones in between. I think that looks pretty nice. Let me place one there and there, and oh, we still have more cones. So I guess let me place this cone right here at the corner. There we go. Look at that. That looks really nice, you guys. And now we're gonna place the smaller cones like between the road. So let me quickly spread these out and finish off placing these cones. Hopefully we have enough, which it looks like we might. We got one more cone, so let me place this one right here, and boom, look at that. We have the road officially closed. Hopefully everyone that comes by is able to see the accidents and go around it safely. But now we can now make our way towards the mechanic shop, because if you take a look at the sun, we have about 2 hours left. So let me quickly hop into my police car and let's do a little 3-point turn right here in the middle of the road, and let's quickly go get this huge tow truck. I'm really excited to get this tow truck because it's kind of new. I think they might have added it like last month or less than 2 months ago for sure. So let's make a right turn right here, and we should have the mechanic shop right here. And oh my goodness, I think I see it. Is that the tow truck? Yo, that thing is actually really massive. I might have understated. Anyways, let me get this thing backed up. I'm probably gonna park right here. We're gonna leave the police car since we cannot take both vehicles at the same time. So let me turn off. Oh, hold on, I didn't mean to do that. Let me turn off the light bar, and boom, look at that. We got this thing parked up, and yeah, no one should be able to touch it because it is a police car. They're gonna get in trouble if they touch it. But anyways, we've got the tow truck right here. Look at this. Oh my goodness. It's got a winch and it's got this, I forgot what this thing is called, but it's able to pick up more vehicles if it doesn't fit right here. So this thing is going to come in handy. So let's quickly hop into this beast. Do not worry, you guys. I am CDL certified. I can drive these semis, so you can put your trust in me. Anyways, enough of the yap. Let me hop into the semi and let's start making our way back to the bridge so we can pick up this SUV. Let me just quickly turn on my amber lights just like so. Yeah, that looks pretty sick. So we got our beacons and our amber lights in use, so hopefully people can be careful and see that we are busy with an important job. So let's start stepping on the gas, and I think I might pull in front of the SUV and then use the winch right here to pull the vehicle. Hopefully that works. If that doesn't work, then yeah, I don't know what else I'm gonna do, but let me go around these cones. Dude, that was actually a really good placement of cones, and I might have to block the road a little bit. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty bad. Let's try to make this as fast as possible. All right, so let me hop out and let's go with the controls. So where are the controls? The controls are right here. I'm gonna raise the bed and then we're gonna lower it as much as I can. I'm gonna start extending this and a little bit more, and that should be good right there. Perfect. All right, so I'm gonna go and grab the winch right here just like so, and then we're gonna go and connect it towards the front of the SUV, and boom, look at that. This thing is all chained up, ready to be pulled. So let me see how this thing works. So I'm just gonna click on this button and I think, oh, there it goes. It is starting to move, but there's one issue. I'm gonna try to move the wheel towards the left so I can start getting on top of the trailer. So let me move the wheel like this. All right, so I was able to move the SUV a little bit, just a tad bit, as much as I could. Now I'm gonna try to align this with the truck. Hopefully this could work. If not, then I'm gonna be super sad, you guys. So let me carefully align myself and get it as close as possible. But so far this job has been pretty tedious. It's kind of been a little headache because my winch hasn't been working like I've wanted it to. Now I think this should be good right here. Let me grab the winch and let me get it connected towards the SUV, and let's see if this can work finally. So let's start retracting it, and oh, I think it's working. Oh, it's going towards the right. Hold on, let me fix the wheel again. All right, I made the wheels a little bit towards the right, so hopefully that works. Oh, I disconnected it. Whoops, my bad. I didn't mean to disconnect it. All right, now let's see if this works. All right, it looks like it's going towards the middle now. I'm gonna try to straighten the wheels just like so, and let's see if this starts to work. And it looks like it's starting to come oh my god, I'm dying. It is starting to come onto the bed. Look at that. Let me just quickly straighten the wheels. All right, the wheels are now a little bit towards the right side, and I think that is gonna be it. Alrighty, we have the SUV finally loaded onto our tow truck. So I think what we have to do now is pick up, well, I guess pull up the bed and then pick up all of our cones. So let me quickly start raising the bed. Oh, hold on, that's the wrong button. I mean lowering the bed, and then we're gonna start retracting it. So once it is now finished lowering, we can now retract this thing. And look at the SUV. This thing is so bad. It is so crashed. I wonder how he ended up losing control. But anyways, we got this thing finally all loaded up. Let me just make sure all the tow straps are nice and connected. All right, everything looks really good. And all right, nice. That is a sign that we can now pick up all of our cones. So let's quickly pick up all of our cones. I'm gonna pick these up really fast because I'm kind of a pro at this. Look at that. That was super easy, guys. And if you guys take a look at the time, and oh my goodness, we have about 30 minutes of daylight time. So let's quickly put all of these cones in the back because we are not going to be using them anymore. So let me quickly throw them in the back. All right, and we can start making our way back to the mechanic shop and unload this SUV so it can get fixed. So I don't think I'm going to be able to fix it because my shift also ends in 30 minutes, but I'm going to try to make a gigantic U-turn right here. I don't know if this is going to work. Oh no, I'm going to have to do a 3-point turn. All right, try not to take that stop sign, and then it looks like we can now make the turn. All right, nice. So far everything is going perfect, but I'm gonna knock on wood just to make sure nothing bad happens, because knowing my luck, I tend to be super clumsy, you guys. Oh no, I missed the road. Oh my goodness, I gotta go all the way around. You see, you guys, I'm so clumsy. That's fine, that's fine. Honestly, I think we can go through the back of the trailer store around the car wash. Do not tell anyone about this secret hack, you guys. And then we go through the front, and boom, look at that. We should be be at the mechanic shop. I'm gonna park my semi right here, and then I'm gonna quickly run and open the door just like so. And honestly, you know what? Let me get a little bit closer. I was gonna try to lower the SUV, but I think we can get closer to the mechanic shop, like right here. And oh, hold on, is that gonna hit the garage? Oh no. Let me open up the functions, and then we're gonna raise the bed a little bit, and then I'm gonna try to lower this thing. I don't know if this thing is going to work, or we're gonna hit the top of the garage. Oh my goodness, my hands are sweating, and it looks like it is gonna be a close call, you guys. Let's go. So let me just finish dropping this, and let's get the SUV unloaded. I'm gonna put this thing into neutral, and boom, look at that. We got the SUV back at the mechanic shop so they can fix this. Now let me just quickly put my tow truck back to normal. Look at that. This thing is looking so good. All right, so I'm gonna try to close the garage and move my truck at the same time. So let's do this really fast. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. Go, 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 go. Oh my goodness, it's gonna hit my truck. It's gonna hit my truck. Turn it on. Oh my goodness, that was actually really close. I don't know why I do these things to myself, but anyways, let's get our tow truck parked right here. Look at that. That was actually really easy. Let me just turn off the beacons, the ambers. All right, we can throw it in park, and engine is off. And look at that, we got the tow truck returned, and we managed to rescue the SUV. Now I'm gonna hop into my police car, which is looking really nice. Look at this, and we're gonna start making our way back to the police station so we can clock out. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back at the sheriff's office, so let's pull in and let's run into the office. Let's go in. Oh my goodness, the doors were about to squish me. And let me clock out. There we go, and boom, we are officially done with our shift for today, which means I can start making my way back home. But if you guys did enjoy this video as well, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, because it means so much to me. And I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Southern Mudding video. As you guys can see, today we are gonna go to an Airbnb. I just booked it right now, and we're gonna go on a vacation. But first, I gotta go and deliver this semi at the gas station, and the goal is to do this really fast because apparently there's gonna be a massive storm this afternoon, which is kind of scary. I'm nervous. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin. So let me hop into the semi right here. Our first stop is gonna be the gas station. We gotta fill up all of the gas pumps right now because they're running very low, which is very surprising because gas is super expensive right now. I don't know why, but we're gonna go and do that job today. About this Airbnb, I was able to book it at the beach, so we're gonna get beachfront access with this house. I am super excited, you guys. And the reason I need a vacation is because I've been working very hard. By the way, I think they updated the tanker on this thing because it looks much more shinier, because I remember it did not used to look like this. I think it used to be like light gray. But anyways, we are here in the city, so let me find the gas station. Where is the gas station? I actually don't know where the gas station is going to be. Wait a minute, is that the gas station right here? Oh, it is the gas station. Okay, so we're gonna pull in. Let me make a right turn right here if I can. And oh my goodness, this is gonna be a super tight turn. I'm gonna try not to take any of the light posts or the traffic lights, which it looks like I was able to do it because you guys know I am the best Southern mudding player. So let me just go around because I don't want to be in the middle of the gas station. So let me park up right around here and let's unload everything. Let me just put down the hoses. One hose. Where's the other one? I think the other hose is gonna be right here. Second hose, and we gotta put all of these on. 2, 3, 4, and there you go. The gas is filling up. Let me just make sure everything is working. Yeah, it looks like everything is working. All right, sick. So I'm gonna wait till this thing completely empties, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, everyone, this thing is now completely empty, which means we are done with this shop. Let me just put all of the cables and hoses back, and then let me turn it off from this side as well. And then we're gonna make our way to the warehouse where I got this semi and tanker. I'm gonna go return it because my shift is over, so we can begin with our vacation. But for some reason it is super foggy right now. I think the storm is coming. I gotta hurry up. I might have to turn on my emergency lights because it is not safe out here. So we gotta hurry up. I'm gonna step on the gas so we can start making our way to the warehouse and get this thing dropped off, pick up our truck, and make our way to the Airbnb. So let me make a right turn in this intersection without taking the stop sign. And all right, stop sign is safe for today. Only today, maybe not tomorrow. And now I don't know where the warehouse is. It should be right down this road. I'm kind of getting scared because I think the storm is getting closer, and oh, I think this is the warehouse. So we are here at the warehouse. So let me start pulling in. I'm gonna get this thing parked right in the back because this is where where they want me to park it. So right down here. And let me just align myself like this. Let me put it in park, turn off the lights and engine. There we go. Look at this successful mission. We can now make our way to the Airbnb. Good thing it is like 2 minutes away. But I did leave my truck right around here. Oh my goodness. Look at this beauty. I think I have the best looking truck in this game as well. Let me hop in. Let me turn on this machine and let's get out of here. Yo, this Denali is insane. I love this GMC. But I'm not sure if you guys can see it. The beach house is gonna be right there in the distance. So let's make a left turn just like so. And then let's make a left turn right here. And oh my goodness. Holy moly guacamole. Dude, it is raining hard. We gotta go inside. This is really bad. Oh no. I wonder if my house is gonna flood. Well, I guess it's not my house. Anyways, let me claim it. Let's make it my favorite color, dark gray. And then let's go inside because it is raining very hard. It is not safe to be here. What the heck? This wasn't here. Wasn't this deer right on this side? That's kind of creepy. I'm not sure if you guys remember. We went to a haunted cabin and I think I got haunted. Oh my goodness. It is thundering so hard. Dude, the rain does not stop and it is getting even worse. I'm afraid that it's gonna start flooding the whole street. This is not good at all. I think, actually, you know what? I was about to take a shower. I think I need to close everything. All right, so let's close this right here. Let me close my garage. Oh yeah, I gotta bring in my truck. All right, so let's bring in the truck before it starts to flood because it is pouring outside and I don't know if my truck is gonna fit in my garage. And I think I'm gonna park it right around there. Wait, do I have space? Oh yeah, dude, I have a lot of space. Let me close the garage door and oh my goodness, this is really bad. I think it's starting to flood. All right, at least we have our truck nice and safe because I don't want it to get struck by lightning. Although I don't think it's possible, but let me check outside. Let's see how it is doing. I might go outside and check out the weather, mostly because I'm a little bit insane, you guys. But anyways, let me grab a snack. Where, oh my goodness, that actually scared me. Let me grab a snack from the fridge. Oh wait, this is the fridge over here. Whoops, never mind. This is the fridge and this is delicious. I just grabbed a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. All right, I think it finally calmed down and oh my goodness, it is still bad. Dude, what the heck? Oh, I forgot to close the back door. Oh no, I just locked myself out. All right, there you go. All right, so I think the weather cleared up. Let's go and check how the weather is doing because I really want to go to the beach right now. Let's take a look at the beach. Oh my goodness, it looks so nice. Well, kind of, except the clouds. But let's open this up and oh my goodness. Oh no, it is raining very hard. Oh my goodness, did you guys see that? Holy moly, dude. Go inside, lock this. We gotta lock our doors. Yo, this is terrifying. Oh my goodness, dude, the thunder is so bad. Wait, how can I open this? Oh, I forgot that I locked it. All right, let's go outside. Hopefully we do not get struck with lightning because we get, oh my goodness, look at the lightning. It is so bad. Dude, if I get struck with lightning, I'm gonna go to the hospital and I don't want to go to the hospital. Oh my goodness. Yep, I got struck with lightning. I cannot believe this. I have to go to the hospital. Oh my goodness. What happened? Where am I? What the heck? Am I at the hospital? Oh my goodness. I really didn't want to go to the hospital. All right. Let me get up. All right. You see, I just needed a good stretch, but I don't remember being here. Who brought me here? What the heck? Operating room. Hopefully I did not get surgery. I'm not a fan of that. That's kind of scary. I am at the hospital. Dude, I've never been to this place. What the heck? Staff room. That means we can go inside? Dude, there is so many rooms here. Dude, this has got to be the smallest bathroom in the world. I've never been to this place. I wonder if this is new. Anyways, let me close everything and oh, CT room. Okay, let's check out this room. Yo, that is crazy. Wait, can I go inside? Oh no, I can't. Is that how I look like? What the heck? I have quite the jawline. Anyways, I think we are done with our visit. I don't know where to check out. Oh, can I grab this? Oh man, I'm not sure where to check out. Yeah, there seems to be no one. I think everyone is at their lunch break, which is fine. Oh, my truck is here. Whoever brought it, thank you. I cannot believe they brought my truck. But anyways, let me hop in and let's make our way back to my farmhouse because I am not gonna go back to that Airbnb because I think that Airbnb is either haunted or just bad luck and I just don't want to find out anymore. But as you guys can see, we are now back to our farmhouse. By the way, I also did put that American flag right here. I'm not sure you guys realize this, but I put this beautiful American flag because I'm American. But let me hop in my truck and let me get it parked up right in my driveway. I also gotta claim this house because it doesn't have my favorite color, which is dark gray. So let me park it right here. Let me claim it, and boom. And I cannot believe the other house also got flooded from the outside. That was a disaster. I'm never doing that again. And wait a minute, what the heck? I must be in a fever dream because I remember this deer being on this side. You guys, I think I'm being haunted. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video of Southern Muddy, and today we're gonna be going on a huge camping trip with a brand new RV. Well, I guess it's kind of new RV that they added in Southern Mudding today. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. As you guys can see, we also have our brand new Camaro right here. Dude, this thing looks super mean, you guys. And then we also obviously have the brand new okay, now this one's super new. Now this one is used to go and catch tornadoes. It is pretty crazy. We're not going to be using it, but we are going to be using this. So let's open this up right here and let's get into the driver's seat and let's get this thing started because we're going to make our way to the campsite. One of the campsites that they added in this game. So hold on, I got to back this thing up a little bit and we're going to make our way to that place right now because I really want to set up camp and spend the night there because not only does it have tents, but it has a really nice campsite with campfire and I think even like a little table, which is pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, but let's make our way over there. It looks like we are now in the city. Oh, no. Whoops. Well, it was red. Well, I guess it's green now. So hopefully we do not get a ticket. But look how tiny I look in the driver's seat. Dude, I look like I'm 5 years old in the driver's seat. This is so embarrassing, you guys. How do I make myself taller? I need a height max. Anyways, we're gonna make a left turn right here. And then I think we're just gonna make a straightaway because that is gonna be where the brand new campsite is going to be. And I might have just taken a couple signs. Whoops, my bad. That was kind of an accident, you guys. All right, so let me step on this thing. Hopefully it does not rain today as well because if it does start raining, then I am cooked. We are so cooked, chat. By the way, let me know how you guys have enjoyed the brand new 8 p.m. video that I released. I believe it was like 3 days ago. Let me know if you guys have watched it. But it looks like here we have like a little nice motel and whoa. What's wrong with my RV camper? Yo, this thing is struggling to give gas. Hold on, what the heck is going on? And oh my goodness, the engine just turned off. What the heck? Yo, what is going on with the camper? Oh my goodness, something smells burnt. I think something just burnt in my engine because it does not smell good at all. I don't know what's going on. All right, let me check the back. Okay, so it looks like the back is all good. It just smells really bad. I'm gonna give it a couple minutes for this thing to cool off and then we're gonna get back on the road. Alrighty, everyone, it looks like it's now ready to go. So I gave it enough time. I've been here for like 20 minutes now, so it should be pretty good to hit the road. So let's get this thing turned on and let's merge back to the road and let's continue with our trip. Looks like everything is still running pretty nice on this thing. Oh, wait a minute. I think it's gonna be up here. I think the brand new campsite should be right here. So let's go up this and oh, it's kind of struggling. I need to turn off ABS and traction control off. And then we're gonna go and take this path right here. And as you guys can see, we have the campsite right here. I don't know where to park actually. Is there somewhere I could park? I might park right here. Although I feel like I'm a little bit slanted. Or you know what? I could park right back here. All right, I think that should be good right there. Let me just throw this and park and then turn this thing off. All right, but that was really weird. I don't know why my engine completely turned off. Something was smelling burnt and that is not good. Ooh, we should set up camp actually. This is gonna be mine right here. I really love this beige color. It looks super nice. And oh, look at this. We got fire. We got fire. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness, you guys, I forgot to bring snacks. We have to run to the supermarket. All right, let's go and get some snacks and then when we come back we gotta set this camper up. But let's get this thing turned on and let's make our way to the supermarket because I want to make s'mores. I'm gonna buy marshmallows, crackers, and what else am I missing? Marshmallows? Did I say that? No, I think I already said marshmallows. We're gonna need chocolates. We are now back on the road. Let me just open my phone. Actually, you know what? I'm not opening my phone. Let me open up GPS and make sure we're going the right way to the supermarket. And I believe the supermarket should be back over there in town. And it looks like we are now back in town, you guys. Let's see. Wait, is this a grocery? Oh, here it is. Let's go. We found the grocery store. Let me actually pull into the kind of little plaza, the little center. So let me also turn on my emergency lights. And I don't think I'm gonna have enough space to park, so I'm just gonna park right here. Don't worry, it's gonna be quick. So I'm gonna run into the store and I'll be right back out. Alrighty, everyone, I got all my stuff at the grocery store, so let me go back right inside. Let me do that. Let me get this thing turned on. And oh my goodness, this is gonna be a headache. Actually, you know what? I think we're gonna be able to pull out. And oh, hold on, we're gonna hit the sign. We were about to hit the stop sign again. All right, we can now turn off our emergency lights completely off and make our way back to the campsite so we can make s'mores. Dude, I love s'mores. Let me know in the comments if you guys love s'mores stores as well. Alrighty everyone, we are about a minute away arriving at the campsite, and I am so wait, why did my engine turn off? Oh no, this cannot be good. I have to make an emergency and pull over. No, please don't tell me this thing turned off. It did turn off. Why did it turn off? Something smells really burnt in here. Can you guys smell that? Oh my goodness, I don't think this thing is gonna turn on again. Hold on, I can try. Dude, the engine just automatically completely turns off. This thing has no more life in it. Well, it looks like our camping trip is going to be canceled, so we gotta go get a tow truck with a trailer and get this thing back to the mechanic shop so they can fix it. So I'll meet you guys at the trailer store. Alrighty everyone, it looks like my Uber just dropped me off and we're here at the trailer store. Oh, look at this. This beautiful Ram truck with this gigantic trailer and going rescue my RV camper. So let me hop in. Let me turn on, I think I'm gonna turn off ABS and traction because this thing is super slow. But look how long this thing is, dude. This is so freaking long. I wonder if I can fit 2 RVs on this gigantic trailer. But it does look like we have about 2 hours of daylight time until it does become night. So that means we have to hurry up because once the night falls, this job is gonna get so much more difficult. So let's stop on it and make our way over there fast. Alrighty, it looks like we are now back. I think I'm gonna park right around on the side of the road. I'm gonna turn on my emergency lights and we're gonna get this thing parked right around here. Let me put this in park and let me see if this thing has ramps. I wonder if this thing has ramps. No, I don't think this thing has ramps. All right, so I think, I don't know, let's hope it's able to get on, but I'm gonna try to turn this thing on one more time and see if this thing works. And okay, looks like it's working and it died. It just completely turned off. Oh my goodness, you guys, hold on. Let me think. I don't know what to do, you guys. I'm gonna try this one more time, and if I can't, then I give up. In 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness, let's go. It turned on. I don't know how many seconds I have. I gotta get this thing immediately on the trailer. All right, so let me align myself and make sure this thing gets on. And all right, is this thing on? Dude, it barely fits. I don't know how it fits. I gotta get a little bit closer. All right, park it, and oh, the engine just turned off. Talk about perfect timing. All right, so I'm gonna keep the emergency lights on, and I'm surprised this thing is on here. How is this thing on here? We're gonna have to drive super slow back to the trailer store and make sure this thing does not flip over. So let's make a left turn right here. Oh no, this is a nightmare. I'm really hoping it doesn't tip over. But hey, we have the first step, and the first step is getting this RV rescued, and our second step is gonna be taking this to the mechanic shop, and the third step I'll tell you guys when we get there. But in the meantime, let's make a left turn right around here, just like so. And I can see the city. We are so close, and let's hope we can go through this bridge because this bridge is not the tallest. And oh no, please, can we go through? Oh, what the heck? Oh my goodness, we barely made it. Holy moly, what a clutch. I think we need some W's in the chat, but here we are at the mechanic shop. Let's pull over, and I think we're gonna load this thing up in that garage right there. So let me back this thing up because we really can't be turning this thing on. The RV, of course. All right, so let me open up the garage. I'm not sure which garage. You know what? I think I'm gonna use this garage right here. Oh my goodness, that thing hit me in the face. And let me finish loading this thing up, and I think that should be perfect right there. I'm gonna hop out, and then we're gonna unload the RV. Yeah, I think that should be perfect. Hopefully we don't hit the side because I'm gonna throw this gigantic thing into neutral mode. And okay, we're gonna ride this thing off. And whoa, hold on, I gotta move this a little bit forward because it's kind of in the way. All right, that should be good, mate. All right, let me roll this thing back, and I think that is gonna be perfect right there. All right, so let me close the garage just like so. Wait, come on, close sesame. All right, that worked. And I think before we do move on to the third step, we're gonna get this thing returned. Thankfully, it's gonna be returned literally right across the street, which is pretty funny. So I was able to turn this trailer all the way around, and right now we're gonna get this thing parked right up. So let me just make sure I am not too crooked. Back it up. Perfect. Awesome. Look at that. I think I'm the best Southern mudding player in this game. I'm kidding. But I'm gonna open up my phone. Where's my phone? Oh, it's right here. And I'm gonna call an Uber back home. Alrighty, everyone. I just called an Uber. He just drove away. I'm not sure if you could see him in the distance. I can't see him. Never mind. I think he drives pretty fast. But we are now back home because sadly we couldn't go camping in the RV. So if you guys actually want me to go camping in the RV, make sure to let me know in the comments. Smash the like button and subscribe. But for now, I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Southern mudding video, and today we're gonna be doing something insane, and we're gonna be turning every single vehicle that we have right here completely blacked out. We're gonna be doing an all blacked out luxury setup. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. video. And I also didn't tell you guys that we have a boat at the trailer store that we're gonna be turning into an all blacked out. But let's see, I think we should begin with the Corvette. So let's hop into this Corvette and let's get it taken to the mechanic shop because I don't have too much time. The sun looks like it's about to go down in like 2 hours. I'm trying to see where the sun is. Hold on, where is the sun? Oh, it's right there. Look at that. We don't have too much time, so let me hop in and let me make my way to the mechanic shop. Uh-oh, I think I might have crashed it. Alrighty everyone, we are now at the mechanic shop, so let's get into one of these garages. Let's see, let me hop into this one right here. Let's open this up, let me hop right in, and let's begin by making this into completely different colors. So I think we should start off with making it black, and I think I'm gonna do matte black. I think matte black looks pretty sick. Secondary color black as well. Oh, it's starting to look very good. Look at the stripes. And what is this? Oh, okay, so I think I'm gonna make that black as well. Alrighty, so we have that done. Let's move on to the tires, street performance. Now the rims, I think the rims are pretty good, so I'm not gonna change them at all. Well, actually these look very nice. We're gonna keep those. Next up is the windows, so we're gonna tint it out completely because you guys know the drill. We have to black it out all the way. And then the ride height, we're gonna drop it a tad bit, just a little bit. Now for the wheel offset, I'm gonna add some wheel offset just a tad bit as well, and we're gonna finish it off by adding 25% extra power and 2 turbochargers. And now we're gonna turn this thing on. Let's see, why isn't this thing moving? Oh, my engine is off. Oh my goodness, I'm so clumsy. And look at this, yo, this thing is insane. So we have our first blacked out vehicle right here. Look at this. Oh my goodness, the diffuser looks so amazing. All right, I think we can now make our way back to, oh my goodness, this thing has a lot of power, to our house. And now our farmhouse should be right down here. I think next up is going to be the truck. I'm really excited to customize the truck because I think it's a new truck that they just added in Southern Mudding's update a couple of days ago. But let's pull into our house and turn this around, and we're gonna get this thing parked right next to this GMC right here. Oh my goodness, look at the lift kit on this thing. Holy moly, this thing is crazy. But let me carefully get this thing parked without damaging it, and then once we're finished customizing all of these vehicles, we're gonna park them up and take a nice picture. But let me hop into this one. Oh yeah, this thing is pretty tall. Look at how tall. Whoa, look at the ceiling. Yo, that is sick. I did not know that. Dude, this feels so luxurious and super tall. I feel like I'm driving one of the mudding trucks. Anyways, we are at the mechanic shop, so let's pull in and get this thing all blacked out. You guys know the drill. So let's pull in, put it in park, turn off the engine, and let's see what we can do. All right, so let's start off with the color, all black. I think I'm gonna do a matte black like once again. I really love how the matte black looks. What should I do? Matte black? I think I'm gonna do matte black, honestly. Windows, the tint is gonna go all the way down. Suspension, I think I'm gonna make this a little bit taller, honestly. Yeah, let's make this a little bit taller. And then let me fix up the dampening and the stiffness. And let's see the wheels. Ooh, we can make the wheels a little bit thicker, I think. Yeah, that's enough. We have a plenty of width. And the diameter, what is the diameter? Oh, it makes it bigger. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna keep it stock. And now for the engine, 25% extra power and the 2 turbochargers, because I'm not a fan how this one sounds, the supercharger. And I'm not gonna add any attachments, but we are gonna add some rock lights. Look at that. What do we do? Black? Can we do black? I can't see it. You know what? Let's do white. I'm not sure if I'm breaking the rules because I added some whites, but look at this. I forgot the wheels. We gotta change up the wheels. Hold on. Where is the paint for the wheels actually? I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. So we're gonna do a black. Where's the black? Oh yeah, look at that. That looks nice. All right, let me get this thing turned back on, and oh my goodness. Yo, this looks crazy. I feel like I should add some metallic. Now that the vehicle is out in the sun, I'm not a fan of the matte black. It doesn't look good. I think I'm gonna add some metallic. So let me quickly reverse and fix this. Alrighty, there we go. We added some shine to it. Now it should be a little bit more shiny. It should look a little bit more better, but we can now make our way back home and get it parked up next to the Corvette and the other vehicle. And we are one step closer to finishing this. Oh my goodness. Alrighty everyone, next up we have the ATV like right here. This thing is a freaking quad monster, dude. Oh my goodness, this thing is pretty sick. And oh yeah, this is super fun. This is super fun. Let me turn off ABS and traction. Yo, this thing is pretty fast for an ATV, right? But anyways, we are now back at the mechanic shop. You guys know what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull in, turn off our engine, and we're gonna make this completely dark. And wait, can I change the color of the seats? I kind of don't want it red. I mean, if I have to, then we'll keep it red. Let's raise the suspension a bit, engine, and give it some more power. And ooh, should we add rock lights? That looks crazy. I don't know if that looks good. We're not gonna add that. I feel like that doesn't look good. So I think that is gonna be it for the quad right here. Look at this. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna make our way back to our farmhouse because we have the RV that we're gonna make and turn it into all black, and then we're gonna come back and grab the boat and customize that as well. And then, like I said, we're gonna be able to take our little picture. It's gonna be so amazing. We're gonna be able to flex on everyone. I'm gonna flex on my mom. But let me get this thing backed up right between these two vehicles, which is gonna be my RV and my GMC. Oh, that kind of rhymes. GMC and RV. Let's open this bad boy up and let's make our way to the mechanic shop. And oh my goodness, this thing is so humongous, dude. Let me turn this thing around. Oh no, do not go in the grass. Yo, this thing is so heavy. It takes like 20 years just to hit 60 miles per hour. So here we are. Where's the mechanic shop? Oh, I always forget. It's right there. I think I have to place this one right in the big garage right there. So that means that I'm gonna have to hop out, open up that garage right there, because I don't want to hit the roof on my RV with this roof over here. So let's open this up. I'm kind of short. Let me hop right in and let's get this bad boy inside of here. Let me enter customization and let's begin. So we're gonna begin with the color black. Look at that. And then we need more black and more black. Honestly, we should do this gray. Yeah, I think that's good. Look at that. It's starting to look really nice. We just gotta tint out the windows all the way like that. Oh my goodness, dude, it is completely pitch dark, but that's the point. And then let's see, what else do we have to do? Oh, the offset of the wheels. Yeah, let's add a little bit offset, just a little bit. The engine, add some of this power, and then the rims. Oh, I forgot, we gotta make the rims a little bit dark. Yes, like that. And I think that is gonna be it for the RV. So let me get this thing pulled out, and oh my goodness, look at this. This thing is all blacked out for the most part, except these white stripes. I don't know what that is, but if you guys haven't seen the interior of this thing, let me just quickly open this up. Where are the lights? I always forget what the lights are. Oh, there we go. And look at this. Oh my goodness. So this is kind of the little loft area. You got a nice TV, kind of the little mini kitchen with the fridge and whatnot. And then if you go inside of here, we have the bedroom. You can even close the door. Look at that, dude. That is awesome. All right, let me open this up and let me actually put everything back, turn off the light, pull this, and I think that should be it. Oh, hold on. All right, so let me close the door and let's make our way back. Wait, oh my goodness, I forgot to close this side. Alrighty, that side is now closed, which means we can now make our way back to the farmhouse, and we're gonna make one last trip because we're gonna come back for the boat and customize it and turn it all black. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back at my spot. Let me just do a little 180 drift, and then let me get it parked right behind here, right besides this insane ATV. All right, let's go and pick up this boat. We're gonna take our brand new blacked out GMC, and oh my goodness, I just crashed it. I am so clumsy. This is so embarrassing. Alrighty, we are now back in the city. Hopefully my truck can connect to the boat because this truck is super tall, and I actually don't know if it's gonna connect. Hold on, that was actually a really bad backup, and it looks like it does not want to connect. We might have to pick up a brand new boat because if you guys didn't know, there's actually a gigantic boat in this game. So let's go inside the store, let's order it, and now let's see if we can connect it. I think I made a video with it one time, but here it is. So I think this should be able to connect with my gigantic truck, and come on, boom, look at that. That is crazy. This boat is so massive. All right, so let's go through. I think we can actually go through here and customize it. So let me park it right here. Let's go to the trailer and let's change up the color. So I think we're gonna do black just like so, and honestly I think I might do matte black. Yeah, let's do matte black, and that is gonna be it. We just made this thing into another blacked out vehicle. Look at this, all blacked out except the top is still a little bit too grayish. Anyways, let's go back to the farmhouse and let's get everything set up because we still gotta take that picture like I said in the beginning. And oh my goodness, I'm gonna crash. False flag. I thought that was gonna be an insane crash right there. So let's pull in and let's see, where should we put the boat? I think we should begin with the RV since it is the biggest. So let me hop in, and dude, I have a mess right here. I should have moved my vehicle. Alrighty, let's move our stuff out of the way. I think I'm gonna park it on the left side right here. I just gotta make sure I don't hit any of these vehicles because they're brand new and really expensive. So let me back it up, and I think that should be good right there. Awesome. Let me just tilt the wheels a little bit just so I can look a little bit more cinematic. And then next up, let's see, what do we have next up? We can do the boat actually. actually. Yes, we can do the boat. This is gonna be a headache because we gotta back all the way into the driveway. Oh my goodness, this thing is so long. I can barely see what's going on. And boom, I think the boat is now fully positioned where I really wanted to. So let me get this thing out of here and let me make sure that everything is looking good, which it is. It's looking so amazing, dude. This picture is gonna be insane. So I think we're gonna park up the vehicles in the garage right here. So let's begin with the ATV. I'm not sure where to park this. I think right here, no? Yeah, let's park it right here. And then let me hop into this GMC. We're gonna park this one right around. I'm not sure. I don't want this thing to cover my ATV. And then lastly, we're gonna park up the Corvette kind of like in front of those two vehicles. Hold on, let me show you guys. Just like so. I might move the Corvette because there's so much grass. Oh, you know what? I can cut the grass actually. So let me quickly cut the grass and I'll be right back. Alrighty, everyone. We have finally cut the grass and we can now get this thing connected. Well, I mean not connected, bruh. And parked right next to these two insane vehicles. How did I do this? I think I had it parked up like this. Boom, look at that. That is crazy. And I think we might be ready to take a picture of this. Dude, everything is black. Even I'm. So let's take the picture in 3, 2, and 1. Say cheese. Alrighty, we just took the picture. As you guys can see, we took a beautiful picture of our all blacked out setup. But let me know if you guys have done this and if you guys also did enjoy this video, because if you did, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. I'm bored today. I think we should go on a camping trip. What, everyone? Welcome back to another Southern Modding video, and today, I didn't mean to do that. Let me close that right up. And today we're gonna go on the biggest camping trip using the brand new van, kind of. I think it was added last month, and we're gonna go and camp across the city. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. So first things first is that we gotta get some more materials because I don't have that many things inside the van since I did just get it right now. So we're gonna make our way towards the tool store. So we're gonna go and make our way towards over there so we can grab some marshmallows. Of course, we cannot forget about the marshmallows. But let me quickly close my gate. Let me have to push it from here. There you go. We pushed the gate and we can now make our way out of here. So I'm kind of nervous, you guys, because this is my first time camping in a van. Typically, I tend to camp in a camper. So this is gonna be quite a different experience. But we're gonna go and see how everything rolls out. Hopefully nothing goes wrong because I want to make sure I get to our first spot before the sun does go down. Right now it seems to be like it's 5 p.m. somewhere around that time, so we have about an hour or an hour and a half until the sun does start going down. So let's quickly pull into the tool store and let's start grabbing all of the materials that we need. And I'm gonna quickly park up. I don't know where I should park actually. Let me park right here. Let me reverse. This van is so heavy, by the way. This thing is not light at all, but we still managed to park this thing up. And look at this. This thing is pretty nice. I kind of hit the lawnmower. Anyways, let's quickly run into the store. Let's open this up and let's see what should we grab. Let's start on this side. I don't think we're gonna need any tow straps or any of this stuff because we're not gonna be working on the streets or construction, but we are gonna grab an American flag and all of the essentials that we need to go and camp. And last time I did forget to grab a picnic table, but I have it right here, which means we're not gonna forget it today. So let's grab all of our tent. I'm gonna grab this one because it is not gonna rain. My campfire, all of my wood, my camping chairs, my marshmallows, my cooler, and then we cannot forget the most important sleeping bag. Let's quickly run over to the register and let's quickly check out all of our stuff. There we go. I forgot this, and we are now ready to head out and make our way towards the first spot. So where is I forgot. I parked my van right here. I also do want to increase the suspension on this thing because it is a little bit too low for me. So let's quickly pull into the shop, but before we do, I gotta open this up because I'm not gonna be able to enter if it's closed. And let me also turn off my emergency light. There we go. Turn that off and let's quickly enter customization. So we're not gonna change all of this. All right, everything looks pretty good. Oh yeah, the height. Let me increase some height. There we go. Ooh, look at that. It looks pretty nice. Let's add some shockening, some stiffness. Let's make these tires a little bit more bigger and a little bit more wider. Oh yeah, this thing looks pretty aggressive, you guys. It looks like it has all the engine modifications, and I don't think we're gonna need any of this stuff right here. So let's quickly make our way towards the first camp spot. We are done customizing this van, and look at this. It looks way better. The tires look way more beefier. Now I do feel a little bit more trusted with this setup right here. But the first spot is gonna be located at the brand new waterfalls. We're gonna go and camp at the waterfall at the top. I know I'm a little bit insane, you guys. So let's start making our way over there. We do have an intersection where we do have to make a left turn. So let me turn on those blinkers and and let's make that turn. Hopefully it does not start to rain because I didn't bring an umbrella or the other gray tent that is able to protect us from the rain really good. But wait, hold on, I think we can go and take this road right here. I did not think we were gonna make it this fast to the waterfall. It is very bumpy, so hopefully we can make it towards the top. And oh, hold on, come on, let's go. Yes, look at this. No way, we are at the top of the waterfall. Now I'm gonna park this thing, I'm gonna turn off the engine, and let me hop out. I'm gonna grab all of the stuff from the back. All right, let me grab all of this, and we're gonna quickly set up camp because this is gonna be the first spot that we are going to be staying at. Yes, you got that correct. So I did put the American flag because we have conquered this land, and I'm gonna continue building my little area. Let's put my bench right here. I'm gonna put my tent. Oh, I should put it like on the edge. Oh yeah, that's pretty sick. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna face it towards that way. All right, there you go. It should be facing the right way, and I'm gonna throw in my sleeping bag, which is gonna be right in here. Let me finish up by putting the grill. Oh, right here. Yes, perfect. The campfire should go. I feel like I should put it like in a corner. I'm gonna put it right here in the corner. Let me just turn this thing on. So we're gonna put the chairs. Oh, we should put a chair right here, just staring into the water. So I'm gonna flip the chairs so we can place it down, and I think we might have a second chair that we're gonna be able to place down. So that one is gonna go right there. We can just take a look at the ocean. Pretty relaxing. I'm gonna dip in my toes, and I'm gonna grab the second chair, and we're gonna put it somewhere around here. Wait, can I place it? Oh, we can. Look at that. No way. Look at this. We got the first class view of the waterfall. This is insane, you guys. All right, we're still not finished because we gotta put down the cooler, which I should probably put it right next to the barbecue, and then we're gonna put the generator right behind the barbecue so we can turn that thing on. Since the sun is going down, we can now cook up our marshmallow for this trip. So let me quickly cook up my marshmallow. I'm gonna try to make sure I don't burn this thing. And oh, perfect, look at this golden yellow marshmallow. I'm gonna take my first bite of this. So in 3, 2, and wow, this is amazing. Holy moly, I swear this marshmallow always tastes amazing. But as you guys can see, the sun is going down, and I'm gonna start setting up everything just to make sure. Oh, wait a minute, did I not bring a lantern? Oh my goodness, I forgot to bring a lantern, you guys. Well, I don't know, is there lanterns in Southern Mudding? I don't know, but we do have our amazing campfire that is gonna give us some light source, which is pretty cool. It's actually a lot. This is way bigger than the one at 8 p.m. But since the sun is going down, let me quickly turn off my generator. There we go. We're gonna turn that thing off because I want to make sure I have a good night rest and that thing is not bothering me. So everyone say goodbye to the sun because the moon is about to come out and the stars as well. Come on, go down. Oh yeah. Am I gaining aura points, you guys? Look at this. I think this is a really nice shot. Oh my god, look at the stars. Yo, these stars are beautiful. And would you take a look at that? The moon is now out, and that means we can now go inside our tent that we put today, and we're gonna be able to get some good night rest. So I'll catch you guys in the morning. What time is it? Oh dude, that was a really bad sleep. I think it was because I was sleeping on these rocks. I do not recommend this, but let me turn this thing off because we are gonna make towards our second and last spot of our camping trip, which is gonna be all the way down towards that side of the map. So let's quickly enjoy this beautiful sunrise, and let's quickly pack up everything. So let me do a quick little time lapse and pick up everything. Alrighty everyone, we managed to pick up all of our items and we're ready to make our way towards the second to last camping spot. So I'm gonna try to back up, and I'm gonna try to do this without falling in. Oh my goodness, do not fall. I'm gonna try to do this without falling into the water. Alrighty, we are now out of that area, and now we gotta go all the way down very carefully. I'm gonna have to do this very slow because I don't want my van to tip over, and if we do tip over, then we're probably gonna end up upside down, which means the van will probably get crushed. So let's not do that, and let's get on this dirt path and make our way towards the second location, which should take about like 2 minutes. It shouldn't be too far. It's not gonna take too long, you guys, so don't worry. But we're gonna pass the motel. I wonder when this motel is gonna be open. I've been in this city for a while and that motel has never been open. But let's make a left turn onto this street right here, and the campsite should be on the right side. We are almost so close. I think it should be right up here. Let me actually off-road. Yeah, I think we might have to off-road a little bit, which which is not too bad because we do have off-roading tires. And oh, hold on, I'm getting stuck. Push it, let's go. And this is going to be the second spot we are going to be spending the night at. And then it does look like there's already some stuff. It looks pretty amazing. Look at this. No, wait, what is that? Oh, they have a lantern. Yes, we get to have a lantern for the night. I guess I'll put my tent on the other side, like right around here. So let's place our tent right there, and then we're gonna throw in our sleeping bag. Oh, this is gonna be a good rest because we are on the grass and it is softer. But we cannot forget about our chairs, which are gonna be placed one right here, and the second one is gonna go right next to it. And then we do have some wood. I think I might place. Wait, can I place it right here? Can we make the fire much bigger? Hold on. Yo, we got twin flames. Let's go. Look at that. That's pretty sick, you guys. And then let me quickly finish off by putting the barbecue grill. I think right here is a good spot. We're gonna throw down the generator so we can connect it, and we're gonna put a bench. Oh, right here. Yes, perfect. I kind of wish that I didn't forget to bring my lantern, so we could have put it right next to my cooler right there. But that's fine. Next time. There's always next time, you guys. And then we cannot forget about the American flag because we have conquered this campsite. But we now do have all of our stuff now is fully set up. This is probably the biggest campsite I have ever built in Southern Money because we have one tent, we have a second tent, we have a third tent, and we have like 4 chairs. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys, we are rich. Anyways, let's check around the area. Let's see what's going on around the spot. I don't see anyone or anything, which is kind of sad because I kind of want deers to be added to the game or some type of animal. I feel like it would make the camping experience much more realistic. But anyways, it looks like the sun is about midday. I'm gonna say it's around 6 p.m., which we might have to do a nice little time lapse of the sun going down, which I think we might do right now. Alrighty everyone, it looks like it's about nighttime and the moon is clearly shining tonight, and I'm gonna go and sleep in my tent. And oh, what is that? Oh, it's an oven? No way, it's an oven where you can cook more marshmallows. Anyways, I'm gonna go inside my tent and I'm gonna get a good night rest because it's been pretty tiresome going around the entire map and camping. So I'll catch you guys in the morning. Oh my god, is it morning yet? Oh dude, I am so sore for some reason. I'm so sore from that first camping night that we did at the waterfall. Those rocks are no joke. But anyways, look at this. It is now morning time and we can now be done with this camping trip. So I'm gonna quickly pick up everything and we're gonna start making our way back home. And just like that, we have all of our stuff back into our gigantic pockets, which you guys shouldn't be asking how big your pockets are. Please don't ask how big your pockets are. But we're gonna make our way towards the tool store so we can return all of this because it's not mine. So I'm gonna step on it and I'll meet you guys over there. And would you take a look at that? With the power of editing, we managed to arrive at the tool store at record time. So I'm gonna quickly turn on my emergency lights and we're gonna quickly run into the store, return all of these items, and get my refund because I just told them I didn't use those things. But between us, you guys know I used every single one of those things. Home sweet home. We have now arrived to our multi-million-dollar farmhouse and with a huge property, and I'm gonna get my camper van parked right on our driveway right behind my 6-figure GMC and next to my supercar, which is going to be right in front of my tornado car. But I think that was a successful camping trip. Not only did we camp at the tallest waterfall in Southern Money, but we had a really nice camping trip throughout the week. But if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe because it does mean a lot to me. And I'll catch you guys on to the next one. What's up everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we bought the brand new UTV and dirt bikes that they added in Southern Money, but they haven't been tested, which we are going to be doing in today's video. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's get into the video. So in today's Southern Money update, they also added this huge ranch house which costs millions of dollars, but you guys know how super rich I am. I was able to get it and I was able to bring my truck because we're actually gonna be using this to take all of this stuff with this truck. I know it's gonna be pretty crazy. So we're gonna make our way towards the tool store so we can throw some ramps on the back and load up the dirt bikes and bring a trailer as well so we can load the brand new UTV. I think it's called a UTV. Correct me if I'm wrong, you guys. But enough of the yap. We don't have too much time because the sun is about to go down. So let's hop into our brand new truck GMC Denali, which I also have in APM American Plains Money. And I guess talking about APM, they're gonna be adding a huge update tomorrow, I think, since it is Saturday. So make sure you guys are subscribed so you guys won't miss out on that video. But we have an intersection right here, so let's make a left turn. There we go. It was not my best turn for sure. I've had way better turns. But anyways, let's drive into town. First destination is gonna be the tool store, so we can grab the ramps, which I think are new. I don't think they've had ramps in this game. And then we're gonna make our way towards the trailer store so we can grab a trailer. But we are now back in town. Let's go. W's in the chat, you guys. So I should have gone through the back. That's fine. We can just go through here. Alrighty, we are now at the tool store. So I'm gonna quickly turn on my hazard lights. There we go. And we're gonna quickly run inside the store. So let me open that and let's quickly run inside the store and grab these ramps. And where are the ramps, you guys? Oh, wait a minute. Are these the ramps? Oh, okay. So they got these ramps and then they got these type of ramps. Okay, so I'm confused. So these are tailgate ramps. And then what are these then? Tailgate ramps. Oh, okay. It's the same thing but different style, I guess. We'll test that right now. But let me quickly check out. There we go. And oh my goodness, you guys. That was about $4,000. Each one costs about $2,000. But we're going to get inside the GMC. There we go. Let me turn on those hazards. And I'm going to make a left turn right here. So let me turn on those blinkers. There we go. And oh my goodness, I almost forgot. We got to run over to the trailer store so we can grab the trailer. It was kind of one of the main reasons I had to come back into town. Dude, I am so clumsy. I might be the clumsiest YouTuber ever. But here we are. Good thing we didn't go too far. So I'm going to quickly back this thing up. Let me turn on those hazards so people can know that I'm doing something important. And boom. Yo, that was actually the first try. I might be the best player in Southern Mudding. But enough of the yap. We got to run back home before the sun falls so we can test out these brand new vehicles. I think we might take the dirt bikes at the track and then we might take the UTV at the swamp and the mudding pit, which we're going to put these things to work today. So let me quickly step on this and go full throttle. And I just realized I have so much tint. I cannot see. Alright, everyone, we are now back at my mega farmhouse, or I guess ranch house, which I think it's the same thing, right? Ranch house, farmhouse, potato, potato. Anyways, let me go inside my property and we're gonna start dropping. Actually, you know what? I need to drop the trailer first, which I'm gonna do right now. There we go. And then we're gonna move the truck a little bit forward so we can put the dirt bikes on the back of the bed. So I'm gonna throw this thing in park, turn it off, and let's throw down the tailgate so we can get all of these vehicles loaded up on these things. You know what? Let's start off with the UTV is gonna go on first. And by the way, this UTV is actually super rare and limited, but I was able to get it because I enjoy giving you guys the best content in Southern Mudding and APM. But we're gonna get this thing loaded up right in the middle and then we're gonna throw the straps on. Let me hop out. Let me put the straps down on each side. There we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And that is gonna be it for this. Oh my goodness. And that is gonna be it for this one. Alright, nice. So I guess we can now throw the ramps down, which I think which one looks better though? I think these look pretty nice. Oh yeah, these are way better. Alright, so we're gonna throw these ramps down. I love these colors of these dirt bikes. Yo, these are pretty nice. By the way, you guys, I think they're gonna add motorcycles in this game because if you guys go inside of this house right here, open the garage. Oh wait, hold on, I need to claim it first. There we go. Claim the house. We open the door. Look at this. There is a motorcycle helmet inside the garage, which everyone is talking about, and people are potentially saying that this could be an Easter egg, but let me know what you guys think. But anyways, back to what I was doing, which was loading up the bikes in the back of my beautiful and super expensive truck. We're gonna get this one loaded up on the right side, and then we're gonna load up the blue one on the left side. So let's load this one up right here. There we go. The straps are all connected towards the bottom of the bed. We don't want these bikes to be flying across the road because that would not be good, like at all. But we're gonna get in the second bike. Let me quickly turn this thing around. Let me carefully load this one on the left side right next to the red one right here, and that is gonna be a nice spot to park our dirt bikes. All right, so we remove the ramps. We're gonna kick up the tailgates, and where should I put this thing? I'm gonna throw this. Actually, you know what? We're gonna need it, so I guess we gotta throw it in the back. All right, let me throw this thing in the back. There you go. Oh no. All right, now is officially time to connect our GMC with the trailer. So I'm gonna get this thing in front, back this thing up a little bit. There we go. And we are now, oh wait, I was about to run into the barn. Whoops. And we are now ready to make our way towards the first track to test out these dirt bikes. Right now, I'm carefully backing up, making sure I don't crash this thing, which it looks like we we are not going to be crashing into this thing today. So I'm going to quickly drive and I'll catch you guys at the track. Alrighty, everyone, we are now pulling in to the track. We're actually on the back of the road. And wait a minute, is that new? I've never seen that thing. Let me know if that's new. But we are here at the track where we're going to be able to test out the dirt bikes to its fullest potential, because if you guys didn't notice, these are actually racing dirt bikes. So these things actually have some serious power to them. So I'm going to park up my trailer right here. Let me disconnect it. There we go. And then we're going to unload all of our bikes right here. So let me quickly turn on those hazards and we're going to knock down the tailgate. So wait, where's my ramp? Oh, I forgot. I left it right here. There we go. We got the heavy ramps right here. Let's place it down. And I believe we should begin with mini mine. I'm going to catch someone's hoe. So we're going to be starting off. Oh my goodness. What the hell? So we're going to be starting off with the blue racing bike. Let me quickly turn around. There we go. Let me also make sure that the engine is all the way maxed out, just like so. And I think we are ready to give this a nice test. So in 3, 2, and 1, let's go. And oh my goodness, yo, that is crazy. Yo, this is actually a really good bike. Whee! Look at the air I'm catching. That is sick, you guys. Dude, I thought this track was meant for cars, but I think it's meant for dirt bikes like this. Dude, I am in love with this dirt bike. I am now thinking about keeping one, because I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna sell these bikes after I was done testing them, but I'm having so much fun, you guys, that I'm having second thoughts and I'm thinking about not selling them. But just like that, we finished the track. Oh my goodness. Dude, I am speechless. This thing actually rips around the track. W's in the chat. But let me quickly show you the wheelies that I can do. Let me actually go on the road. Alright, I'm gonna show you how to do a wheelie in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Holy moly, guacamole. And we did a nice little drift right there. But let's quickly head back to the track, because we still gotta test the red one. I don't know if this actually is going to perform like the blue one. I'm really hoping, and I kind of have high hopes that it is going to perform equally or even better. But let's check it out. Let me hop in. All right, we're gonna turn this bad boy around, and before we do take off, I want to check if it's maxed out, which it looks like it's ready to race. So in 3, 2, 1, and let's start this race. Whee! Alright, first it's gonna be this tight corner. We have another turn right here. Let's carefully do that. We have some bumps that we gotta jump over. Oh my goodness, this thing is absolutely handling those jumps right there. Dude, is this actually gonna be better than the blue one? Let's see. 1 and 2. Oh, dude, it failed. It failed so bad. I think I should have done a wheelie, and I think I would have had a way better jump. But anyways, we're halfway done with this track right here. Let's go over these 2 jumps. 1, and it kind of struggled on that second one. That's what I noticed with this bike right here. It kind of struggles after the second jump, but nonetheless, this thing can go pretty fast. Not bad, not bad. All right, dude, I'm impressed. This one is gonna be better than the blue bike. Yup, I said it, you guys. I said it. But now it's time to get them and load them on the back of the pickup and test out the UTV at the mudding track or mudding pit that is actually located right down the streets. We might even take it to the swamp where there's alligators. Yup, I'm a little bit insane, you guys, but let me hop in my bike right here and we're gonna quickly load them up. And boop, there we go. We're gonna throw this thing in park, turn off the engine, and let's get rid of those rims, kick up the tailgates because we're running out of time. So let's put them in the back. There we go. And we now have to connect our pickup with the trailer. So let me quickly do this. You guys know I am a professional. There we go. And we can now make our way towards the last destination, which is pretty much right here. So I think I might pull over somewhere. I might pull over like probably right around here. Yes, I think that's gonna be good. Let me pull around right here, turn off the engine, and let me disconnect the trailer. We're gonna throw them the ramps, get this thing unloaded. And before we actually go into the swamp, I kind of want to test out the mud first, because if we get too dirty, then I feel like going into the water is gonna wash off all of that mud. So let's begin on the right side, right around here. So I think we should begin in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's see how this thing can handle. And oh my goodness, dude, it is so deep. It is so so deep. Holy moly, I'm gonna get so dirty. I'm gonna have to take a shower when I get home. Oh, you know what? I gave up, you guys. Dude, it is so muddy. Look at this. Oh, that was a nice jump. But let me tell you right now, this thing drives like a dream. It is so good at off-roading. But let's go to the swamp. This is where I really wanted to take it, at the swamp. So let's go through here. Careful, careful. Oh my goodness, there's an alligator. Did you guys see that? There's an alligator. Holy moly guacamole. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Is that another alligator? What the hell? Dude, I have the worst luck. All right, where is the finish line? I think I need to go towards the dirt path, which is not this one. It's gonna be on the other side. All right, come on, we're almost finished. We have to be brave, even if there's alligators, which I haven't seen anymore. And oh my god, look at that. There's an alligator. Okay, I gotta get out. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And boom, look at that. We managed to successfully go through the swamp, go through the mudding track, and the brand new ATV. Alrighty, everyone, we are pulling up to our multi-million-dollar farmhouse that we got today, and we're gonna pull in because we are officially done with testing out the ATV or UTV and the dirt bikes that we got today. But look at that, we managed to arrive in time before the sun sets, and I think that is gonna be a W video. Let me know what you guys think about this huge update and what you guys think about this update. But if you guys did enjoy, smash that like button and subscribe because it does mean a lot to me, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Good morning, everyone. What time is it? Oh my goodness, it's already midday. I've been sleeping all day. In that case, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be playing Southern Mudding. And the reason we're going to be playing Southern Mudding is because with all the customization features, you can actually build rally cars, or in this case, rally trucks in Southern Mudding. So we are going to be building, let me just open this up, 4 insane vehicles built for rally. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it means so much to me. And let's begin with the video. So I think we should start off, I don't know, you guys. I kind of want to start off with the TRX. I really love the TRX. So let's pull it out, and this is going to be the first vehicle that we are going to test. So let's quickly take this to the shop. I'm thinking about making this into a nice dark blue. That is probably what is in my mind, a nice dark blue for the TRX. And of course, we're gonna upgrade the engine and then throw on some rally tires on this bad boy. And oh my goodness, this thing is already slipping really bad. Wait, hold on. I quickly want to test this thing out and see how fast this thing is. So let's do a little test, and holy moly, this thing is fast. I did not think this truck was fast at all. But anyways, we are at the customization shop. So let's quickly open up the garage doors so we can pull in the TRX. And now we just pull this thing, turn off the engine because I do not want to be hearing this thing. And then we can now customize the color, which is going to be like probably like a nice blue like that. Hold on, I don't like this blue. It kind of looks too much of a teal color. Ooh, I like this color. Look at this. This is a really nice color right here. Let me just add some reflectance and boom. Oh my goodness, this thing looks really nice. All right, next up is the tires. For the tires, we're going to be adding some extreme BOG, which is pretty much off-roading. Next up is going to be the rims. So I think for the rims, we might go with these. Oh yeah, we're going to go with those. Those look really sick. We're going to tint out the windows, make them pretty dark. And now here comes the fun part, which is going to be the suspension. So we're going to add some stiffness, some dampening, and lastly, we're going to be adding some height, just like so. I think this is a really good height. And for the wheels, I think the wheels are pretty good. Actually, you know what? We could add some offset. So let's add some offset now that I realize it. And I think this is going to be some good offset. And oh, hold on, let me do the back. The back needs way more offset. Look at that. This truck is looking really nice. Now let me just add like half an inch to the tire width, and I think that is going to be it for the tires. Now before we do leave, we're going to add 25% extra power and 2 superchargers. Now that thing is going to be super fast. And lastly, for the attachments, we're going to add this circular light. Now I do want to make my wheels like kind of dark grayish, just like so, and we are going to be done with this build, which means we can go and take this on a rally test. So let me turn off traction, and oh my goodness, this thing is super fast. Look at this. Yo, this should not be legal. Holy moly guacamole. And now there's going to be kind of like a rally track right behind where I live. So let's quickly make our way over there and let's put this thing to the test. Alrighty, everyone, we are now here at the rally track. It's kind of meant for like dirt bikes and stuff like that, but we're not going to be using it for dirt bikes. We're going to be putting it to the test for this TRX. So let's go towards the entrance, which should be right here, and let's begin in 3, 2, 1, and let's go around the track and let's see how this thing performs around. And hold on, there's a really tight turn, so let's do an awesome drift right there. So far so good, and we're gonna make another drift right here. And oh my goodness, this thing is really good at drifting. All right, we got some bumps. All right, nice. These bumps are nothing for the TRX. We're gonna make a gigantic kind of drift right here, and holy moly guacamole, this thing is a beast. And oh my goodness, we have bigger bumps. Do not flip over, dude. The suspension on this thing is king. Now we gotta make, I think, one last drift, and oh, kind of hit the barrier. My bad. Oh no, it looks like we got like 2 more drifts. All right, let's drift right here. This thing is really good, you guys. So far I am really impressed on how this thing performs. I'm pretty much stepping on the gas all the way down, and oh, we got one more turn. Look at that, we managed to eat that turn, and I think we might be done. Oh no, we have more bumps, you guys. This is scary. Do not flip over. 1 and 2, and then we got the third one right here, and boom, look at that. This TRX is a champion, and we are now done with the track. Holy moly, this TRX is impressive. This has got to be the best truck we have built so far in today's video, but we have 3 more trucks to go, so let's go back and continue with the second one. And we are now back. This truck is so beautiful, and it sounds pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. But we are now back. Looks like one of the trucks disappeared because my friend had to borrow it, so we got 2 more trucks to work with. But I'm gonna get this thing parked right here. Let me just turn the wheels because it looks really cool when the wheels are turned. And now we have this kind of like I actually don't know what is this, a Ford Maverick? What the heck? It kind of looks like a Toyota Tacoma. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it definitely looks like one. But I think this should be a Ford. Actually, you know what, this is a Chevy, and it might be the Trailblazer. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, we are here at the customization shop. We're gonna pull in, turn off the engine, and let's begin customizing. I'm thinking about doing a nice dark gray on this thing. Look at that, looks pretty cool. We're gonna add extreme BOG, and for the wheels we're gonna go with the Mud Warriors. Let's add some tint. Oh yes, now the suspension, this is the good part. We're gonna increase the shock and the stiffness and the height, of course. How can we forget about the height? But the tires do look a little bit small, so we're gonna make them a little bit bigger. So let's increase the width, and let's increase the tire diameter, just like so. And obviously I want my tires to poke out a little bit, so we're gonna increase the offset. Let me just make sure the back is good. I think the back is poking a little bit too much out. All right, this should be perfect. Let's max out the engine stat, and instead of adding superchargers, we're gonna add 2 turbochargers. And of course we cannot forget about the circular light. Oh, and I forgot, I'm gonna make these kind of white. I think that would look pretty cool. And boom, look at that, we have turned another truck into hopefully another off-roading beast. But I'm gonna quickly drive to the track and I'll meet you guys over there. Alrighty everyone, we are here at the track, so we're gonna put this truck to the test and let's see how this thing performs, if it's gonna drift. And let's see. And oh whoa, that's a really hard turn. Maybe I need to turn off traction and ABS. Maybe it's gonna perform much. Oh yeah, it's performing way better. But we got some bumps, and oh no, yeah, that was a fail. But that will not stop us. Let's finish up the track. Maybe that was just bad luck, but we do have more bumps right here, so let's see if it's still gonna yup, this thing is not good. Yeah, this thing is not the best when it comes to off-road rally. I think, oh whoa, that was a really good drift. Actually, you know what, it's good at drifting though. Although it is better at drifting, it is so bad at these bumps. Look at this, it just flips over. This is so embarrassing. So whatever truck this thing is, I do not recommend it for rally because these bumps are the biggest enemy to this truck. Look at this, it is so bad. Do not flip over. Even the small bumps, this thing wants to flip over. But with that in mind, we have finally and successfully finished this track safely. I'm surprised that I am still alive, you guys, but we have one more truck to go and I'm really excited for this one. So let's go back to the farmhouse. Alrighty everyone, we are now back at the farmhouse. We're gonna get this truck parked right next to the TRX right here. So let me turn this around, do an epic drift and back this thing up so we can drop this thing off and continue with the last one. So let me turn the wheels because it's gonna make it look super cool. And let's begin with the last one, which is going to be a Ford Raptor. I think it is a Ford Raptor. Oh my goodness, I was about to crash. Anyways, let's take this to the mechanic shop and let's max out the Ford Raptor into a rally beast. So I really hope this truck does not disappoint because it's one of my favorite trucks. But we are now here with the power of editing. We managed to come here really fast. So let's pull into the garage where we opened up. We're gonna park this thing and turn off the engine. So first things first is going to be the color. I really want to do like a matte black on this thing. I think a matte black would look pretty sick, just like so. Let's add the extreme rally tires. Ooh, these look nice. I'm gonna keep these, and then I'm just gonna add some transparency to the windows, just like so. Next up, we have the suspension. We're going to add some stiffness, and then we're going to add some dampening, and we're going to finish off the suspension with adding some height. Oh my goodness, this thing looks like a complete beast. Now, let me just make these tires a little bit wider, just a little bit, and then we're going to add some offset. And lastly, we're going to add 2 turbochargers and 25% extra power with our circular lights, just like so. And I think I might make the wheels chrome. Can I make the wheels chrome? Oh no, I can't. I can make them gray. They kind of look like chrome. But anyways, let's pull out and let's put this thing to the test. So I'm gonna go and head over to the track. Alrighty, everyone, we are now at the track with our last vehicle right here, which is gonna be the Raptor R. It's a really nice Ford. Look at the color on this thing. It's a really nice black color. But let me hop in and let's get this over with. So let's go and let's see how this thing performs on this turn right here. And okay, not bad. I might have to turn off ABS and traction so it won't have any trouble. And oh, we got some bumps. Nice. It was handled pretty well by the Raptor, but we have some bigger ones. Let's see if this flips over. Oh my god. Sadly, it did flip over. I really didn't want this thing to flip over, but that is okay because we still have more bumps right there. Maybe it performs much better on those things. We're almost done with the rally tracks. Let's go over these. And oh no. Uh-oh. It does not like these bumps, you guys. But let's finish off this track. We're almost finished. I think we have one last set of bumps and I think we're ready to flip over. 1, 2, and come on, 3. Let's go. We did not flip over actually. But we are now done with the track with our off-roading vehicles that we built today. We built 3 beautiful rally trucks that we took around this track right here. But if you guys did enjoy, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe because it means so much to me. And I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another American Plains modding video. And today we have a beautiful classic truck right here that we are going to be turning into a complete monster for off-roading. Well, I guess for mudding specifically. So we're going to turn this thing into a mudding monster and then give it back to my friend because this is actually my friend's truck. But anyways, if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe because it does mean a lot to me. And let's begin with the video. So first things first is we need a trailer because once we're done customizing it and testing it out, we're going to go and drop it off. We're going to go and drop it off at my buddy's house since that is going to be his truck that he wanted me to give it that makeover because he knows I build some of the best off-roading trucks in the APM. Just take a look at my TRX. This thing is a complete beast and I've seen so many people do similar builds like this because they like my style. But anyways, we are here at the trailer store. Let's pull in and let's quickly grab a trailer, which I think I ordered one this morning and I think it's going to be this one. Let me just carefully back this thing up and we're going to get it connected. There we go. And let's head out because we're going to make our way back home so we can get this thing loaded up on the back and we're going to give it a nice customization at the mechanic shop. I think it's called Tenny or Tenny's. Yeah, I don't know. I've been playing this game for a while. Anyways, that's not the point. Let's make a left turn and there we go. And by the way, I am speeding and going really fast because it's already 9 a.m. and time, you guys know, time goes really fast in this game now. So let's make a left turn right here. Let's pull in. There we go. So the truck is going to be right here. So let me quickly turn around just like so. And I'm going to slowly back up. Let me carefully do this. And then I think this is going to be the perfect spot to load up the truck. So I'm going to hop out. I'm going to throw down the ramps and then I'm going to hop into this beautiful truck. Look at this thing. This thing is a complete beast. This thing is in perfect condition and we're going to be turning it into one of the best off-roading trucks because we're even going to go and test it at a brand new mudding spot they kind of revamped in the game and no one really talked about. So we're going to start making our way towards the mechanic shop. Let me just throw up the ramps. Oh, I was in the way. Come on, go up. Oh no, my ramps aren't working. What's going on? Hello? My ramps do not want to work, you guys. I think we might just take the trailer like that. Hold on. Let me try to move this thing a little bit forward. Maybe I need to do this. Let's see. Maybe this is going to work. I'm going to hop out and then I'm going to try to pull up the ramps again. And yep, the ramps do not want to work, you guys. What the hell? Anyways, we're going to strap down the truck on each side of the trailer just like so. And we're going to head out even with the ramps down. I don't know what to do. I'm literally pressing on the ramps and they are not moving at all. I don't know what's wrong with that. Anyways, we're not going to let that ruin our trip because we have a long day today. So let's make a right turn right here. Honestly, it's not struggling as much as I thought because this TRX has like over like 700 horsepower. It might even have like 1,000 horsepower. I know this thing carries a lot of horsepower, so it has no issue pulling the trailer even if the ramps are dragging on the ground. All Alrighty, everyone, we are now back in town. Let me just make a quick stop just to make sure the intersection is clear. There we go. And let's actually go through the back because there's kind of a little shortcut around here that we could go through to arrive at the mechanic shop really fast. Look at that. That was pretty easy, you guys. Alright, so I'm gonna get this thing turned around. Careful. And since I can't back this thing up, I'm just gonna unload the truck from here. Let me just quickly open this up. There we go. And we're gonna unload this beauty right here. Dude, I am so excited. I don't know what color I'm gonna do. Should I do like a dark orange? I think that would be a really nice color. So I'm gonna quickly turn off the engine. Let's quickly give it a nice paint job. Dude, look at that. Not bad. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Let me just add some reflectance. Oh dude, we're cooking, chat. We're gonna max out the engine. We're gonna add 2 turbochargers. This thing is gonna be a complete rocket. And now this is going to be the fun part because we're gonna be adding some suspension to the front and then we're gonna add some towards the rear, just like so. And for the minimum length, I just like to max it out all the way. There you go. Now I am gonna add some camber, just a little bit, just a tiny bit. Add some spring force. I'm gonna make the wheels a little bit bigger, just a tiny bit, not too much. We're gonna make them a little bit thicker. Oh yeah, this thing is gonna be a beast, you guys. I'm gonna fix the offset just a little bit. Take a look, just a little. We're gonna tuck it in a little bit. All right. Oh my goodness, we're cooking, chats. Should I make the tires a little bit wider? I don't know if they're not wide enough. They kind of look skinny. All right, I'm gonna widen them just a little bit more. All right, I think they're wide enough. Now we can move on to the rims. Technically, these aren't rims. These are wheels. So let's go through. I don't know which one I'm gonna go. And ooh, these look really nice. Holy moly. I think I'm actually gonna go with these. I'm not even kidding. Oh, what the hell? What's going on? All right, so I don't really see any good ones that I like besides these ones right here. I think those are beautiful. Oh, these are nice though, but I'm still going towards these. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go with these. My heart is saying to go with those. And to make them a little bit better, I'm gonna make the wheels chrome. So we're gonna go to rims. We're gonna add some reflectance. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. And we're gonna add some attachments. I don't know what kind of attachments I am gonna add. Maybe some light bar, a winch, just in case we get stuck. Ooh, a topper. That is sick. Let's add a topper. I think that looks pretty cool. I am gonna add some mud flaps to the back. Let me add 2 more. Oh yeah, we're cooking, chats. And then I am gonna add, oh actually, you know what? I don't think we need a roll bar. Yeah, I don't think we need a roll bar since we do have the topper in the rear. And lastly, to finish off this build, we are gonna add some running boards, which let's go and see which one looks good on this. All right, not bad. Ooh, I like this one. What about this one? I think this one's pretty nice. I like this one actually. I'm digging this. All right, let me go through these 2. 1, 2. I'm not sure, you guys. Yeah, I'm not sure which one to go to. I like this one though. I think this one's pretty sick. This one's also really cool. Dude, there is so many choices. And I think that is gonna be it, right? I think that's it for the build. Look at this. Holy moly, chat. Did we cook today? Let me actually put this thing into the sun and let's give it a nice 360. We got the brand new off-roading rims on this beautiful truck right here. Oh my goodness. I seriously cooked with this. Let me know in the comments if I actually cooked with this. I honestly think I did like a 10 out of 10 job. But we got a winch just in case this thing gets stuck. Some nice lights at the top if it gets really dark under the trees. Brand new mud flap and this beautiful topper that goes in the rear so we can throw in all of the things we need when we go off-roading. But now is the time to put this thing to the test. So I'm going to get this thing loaded back onto the trailer. But before I do, I'm going to close up the door just like so. So I'm going to hop in and I'm going to carefully try to load this back into the trailer. Oh, careful. We don't want this thing to tip over. Perfect. Awesome. All right, so we've got our pickup loaded up the trailer. We're going to throw up the ramps, which honestly, I did not think it was going to work. No way. I'm actually surprised. And now is the time to make our way towards the first mudding spot, which is actually going to be, oh, I missed it. It's right back there. So I'm going to quickly turn around, do a little turn right here. Oh, that was a really tight turn. This is going to be the easy one. And then we'll go to the most difficult mudding spots in APM. So I'm going to throw down the ramp and let's give it a test. Let's see how this thing performs in the mud. We're going to go 4-wheel drive. So let's go in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Oh my goodness. I'm so nervous, you guys. Hopefully this thing can actually perform well. All right, let's go through this part of the mud. Oh, careful. Oh, not bad. Oh no, we're getting muddy. Oh, look at that. Dude, we're eating those bumps right there. Oh, careful. Take it slow, you guys. And then we're going to go and finish this track. All right, I'm actually really surprised that it's not performing bad at all, or it's getting stuck since of the height that we added onto the truck. Let's go. We're almost finished. We're on the last mile and boom, that was the easiest thing for this truck. Look at this. Not too shabby, you guys. But we're going to get get this thing loaded back onto the trailer for the real test. Put it in park, engine is off. Let me just quickly throw up the ramps just like so, and let's make our way to the most difficult one in APM. Now this one is not going to be too far away. It's going to be near the police station right here, so let's make our way over there. And honestly, I'm thinking about getting a quick car wash so we can clean our truck. Look at that, it's like brand spanking new. Let's make a left turn. We're going to quickly check, make sure the road is clear, and cross that intersection. And the mudding spot should be somewhere around here. I don't see it. I think I need to pull in right here, and oh, I think it's right there. I see it. All right, so I'm going to quickly pull in into this person's random driveway. Hopefully he doesn't get mad or I'm going to be really cooked. So we're going to turn on the emergency lights because this is not an emergency. Well, I guess this is an emergency. We have to put it to the test. So I'm going to hop in. We're going to get this thing unloaded and let's begin with the last final test. And yeah, I'm kind of nervous because this is actually the most difficult mudding trail in American Plains mudding, but let's see how this thing handles. All right, we're starting off pretty strong. Oh no, that was really deep. Holy moly guacamole. I think I need to go through the mud right here. Dude, there's no way this thing is actually so good at this. All right, not too bad. Let me just turn off those lights and oh my goodness. Dude, I cannot believe we survived that. Okay, the truck is still running, which is a good thing. We're almost finished. Come on, let's keep going. Do not flip over. All right, I see the end of the mudding pit, which is going to be right here. So let's finish this off. So, oh my goodness, this thing is so deep. I'm going to go through this part and we are going to be done with the most difficult mudding pit in America. Oh my goodness. Well, that's a free car wash right there. In American Plains mudding. What the heck happened to me, you guys? Are you serious right now? Anyways, it looks like I need to take a shower, but hey, at least my truck is looking so good. Let me get this thing turned around and I'm going to get this thing loaded back on the trailer. Let me just go through here, back onto the dirt road. And where is the road where, oh, it's right here. This is the road where we came from. So I'm going to load it up back in the trailer, park it, engine is off, and let's throw up the ramps. And honestly, I'm probably going to walk inside the house and take a quick shower. Hopefully no one is home because I might get kicked out. Hello? Anyone home? I don't think anyone's home. I'm going to borrow your quick shower. Ah, so warm. Well, after a good shower, I am all cleaned up and we can now deliver the brand new truck. Oh, hold on. Let me open that up to my buddy's house. So let's go and get it delivered to his house. And honestly, I really want this truck. Dude, this thing is a beautiful truck. One of the best builds I have ever done in this game. But enough of the yap. Let me turn around just like so. And let's make our way towards my buddy's house. But like I was saying, I think one of my best builds is probably the T-Rex because look at this thing. This thing is such a beauty. I spent probably well over 10 minutes building this thing. But anyways, my buddy's house is gonna be down the road, so I'm gonna start slowing down. I'm gonna turn on those blinkers just like so. I'm gonna start pulling in and I wonder if he's home. I don't think he's gonna be home today. Anyways, that's fine. We'll just deliver it and leave it at his driveway, so when he gets back, he's gonna be so happy when he sees his brand new truck. So we're gonna get this thing parked up right here. Let me carefully park, turn it off, and holy moly, what a beauty. Dude, I cannot stop glazing at. But anyways, we're gonna make our way back home because I am starving. Alright everyone, we are now back home. Home sweet home. I'm gonna park up the T-Rex right here because we are done for this video. But if you guys did enjoy this build and update, let me know in the comments if you guys did enjoy it as well, and smash the like button and subscribe because it does mean a lot to me. Until then, I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace.